Good evening and welcome to week 8 of the 2017 high school football season. Tonight we go down to 1A as it is a Region 4 matchup tonight between the undefeated Wadley Bulldogs and the Winterboro Bulldogs here from Bulldog Stadium. Grady Sapp alongside Brandon Steele. And of course, when you get down to 1A action, Brandon, you see teams where a lot of guys are going both ways, and you see an exciting brand of football. And I think a lot of folks miss out by not checking out some 1A action.
Yeah, they should. You know, they get after it down here in Winterboro. You know, it's October and finally football weather, and we got an undefeated Wadley team rolling into Winterboro. What will it take for an upset? Easy. Don't give up big plays and don't turn the ball over and kiss your lucky rabbit's foot because it's time to play football.
Easier said than done not to give up big plays to a very powerful and potent Wadley Bulldog offense. They look a little bit like Wisconsin lining up out there in the red and white unis. So we're expecting an exciting football game here tonight. And it would have been a little more exciting before a couple of recent losses by Winterboro. There could have been a little bit more at stake tonight had Winterboro been able to win one or two of those games. But unfortunately for the Bulldogs from here in Alpine, they dropped a couple of them in recent weeks. But still coming in here with a good season going, and certainly a win over Wadley would go a long way to making it an outstanding season here tonight. Before we get started with tonight's action, we need to look back at last week's matchup over at Lott Mosby Stadium in Anniston as the Anniston Bulldogs hosted the Sacs Wildcats. And folks, it was a good one. Fairly quickly into this first quarter. Over the middle, complete, and breaking a tackle. He could go. That is C.J. Ramsey. Touchdown on the field, but it was not. Instead is going to be Cobb looking, bounces off his lineman and finds a hole. Cobb in the clear. He's across midfield into Anniston territory, and we get a flag. Cobb behind, handed to him another time, and he's in. Touchdown, Wildcats. And that time, actually, they had snuck into the backfield in that one, back inside the 5-yard line, bring it back out across the 15, out across the 20, stays on the feet, and a great run back right now for the Bulldogs. And they're going to have great field position out across their own position for the Bulldogs. He's got Carlisle in the pistol look, going to fake it to him, going to turn, roll out. Looking back down the field, got a throw back to Carlisle, wide open, loses his balance at the 35, or that was an easy 6. Folks. He's going to look, pump fake, and pressure coming right at the middle, avoids that, rolls out to his right, and pumps, fires, got a man wide open. Somersaults down for a first down. Here is Bethune, trips left this time for the Bulldogs. And he's going to fire it down the middle and actually to the sideline, and that pass is caught. What a catch. Bethune gets it, little shoulder fake, and doesn't like the pressure, drops back, and he's going to be hit. Breaks a tackle, hit, and there's the ball out, and Sacs is going to have it. Tonight. Here is the snap. Bell going to give it to Cobb. Cobb breaks it outside, streaking down the sideline. Cobb wrestled down across the way, and it'll be first down 2 for the Wildcats. Griffin stays in at tailback. He's got the football. No, Bell keeps it himself, cuts it up, lunges ahead, touchdown Wildcats, and that one might salt this one away. All right, there you have it, Anniston and Sacs. A hard-fought win for the visiting Sacs Wildcats last week. They stay undefeated and continue their march to a region championship. We're going to grab a timeout. When we come back, our big ones of the week coming up, and there are a bunch of them tonight. That's straight ahead on the Friday Night Network High School Game of the Week.
What's behind the CA?
A world full of opportunities.
Where are you now? Where are you going?
Where do you want to be?
These are all important in determining your path in life.
More importantly, why be ordinary
when you can be extraordinary?
At Central Alabama Community College, you can be anything you wish to be.
Don't put your future on hold and don't settle for less than excellence.
We are Central Alabama Community College.
Central to you.
Central to your success.
Since 1848, our bank has witnessed inventions that have changed the world. Conveniences such as the refrigerator, the light bulb, and the airplane were all created during the early days of our bank. VHS tapes, DVDs, smartphones, all invented while we were First National Bank of Talladega. Our name may have changed, but we have a rich history. First Bank of Alabama. We're still first, and so are you.
Life happens everywhere. Like it never even happened, only happens here. The cleanup and restoration specialists at ServPro.
Talladega County Exchange has 4 locations to serve hunters and farmers: Talladega, Midstate Co-op in Columbiana, and St. Clair Farmers Co-op in Pell City and Asheville. We have a huge selection of hunting supplies as well as feed, seed, fertilizer, and chemicals. Our Pell City store is a certified Hoyt dealer and archery center, while Columbiana has a full-line small engine repair shop. So come by our quality co-op stores today and check out our down-to-earth values. You'll be glad you did.
Welcome back to Town & Country Ford's Car Central.
Our top story, Town & Country's Pell City grand opening continues. Find grand opening specials at Bessemer and our brand new Pell City store. F-150s are up to $12,000 off. Buy one starting at $21,990. Fusions start at $17,990 and Escapes just $18,990.
Now that's a loaded lineup.
Big town selection, low country prices.
Town & Country Ford, Bessemer, and our brand new Pell City store.
And we welcome you back here to Bulldog Stadium in Winterboro for tonight's matchup between Wadley and Winterboro. Here, Grady Sapp, Brandon Steele up in the booth as we get set for a look at this week's big ones. And we've got a loaded slate tonight, of course, as always, brought to you by Barbecue Boss. And, of course, Brandon, Barbecue Boss is the home of the big one.
That's got the tailgate package for $100 where you get your meat, macaroni and cheese, and bread, and it feeds up to 8 to 10 people with fries and some sweet tea.
Yes, sir. A gallon of tea and 2 Boston butts, and then the fries and potato salad. Was it coleslaw, potato salad?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of that. See, gallon of sweet tea, son, you can take that to your tailgate, and you are all set, and they do all the work for you. For $100, you can't beat it. That's Barbecue Boss. They're right there on Highway 78 West in Oxford. Angie and the folks there do a great job. And more than biscuits, which I can't have right now, look awfully good.
Oh, yeah. They are delicious. I stop by there occasionally and get one. Angie will take real good care of you.
And then you just see some more of the pictures. Just great tailgate special. Again, 2 smoked butts, French fries, mac and cheese, buns or rolls, your choice, and a gallon of tea. All of that for just $100. 225-5511, the number to call for Barbecue Boss.
Hey guys, I did that last Saturday. I mean, I didn't do the special, but we went there and got some before the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Brandon brags on their barbecue, and it is great, but that is the best dadgum sauce I've ever put in my mouth. I'm telling you, it is so good.
It is. They also got a sweet potato casserole, too. If anybody's listening and they like that, they need to get that, too.
Mac and cheese, too, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Mac and cheese is off the chain.
Y'all going to have to hush. You making me hungry. And I don't think I can run up there right now.
Let's talk some football, guys.
Let's do it. Alexandria is at Guntersville. And what a big one tonight. This is for second place in Class 5A Region 7. Of course, Etowah is the team in charge of that region. But, man, there's a lot to play for both of these teams.
Yeah, Grady, I don't know that there's a favorite in this one. I guess you have to say it's Guntersville just because it's at their place. You know, Alexandria, 5th ranked in the state. Well, no, they slid back to 6th this week, I think. They've been flip-flopping with the 5th place team. But, yeah, I really think this is a coin flip game. I hope the Valley Cubs can go in there and get it done because, as you know, to play at home in the first round is a whole lot better than some of those road trips you wind up making.
Yeah, I'm like Jim. You know, this is a coin flip game, but I do like the Valley Cubs in this one myself.
Well, you know, Alexandria won this game last year. As bad a season as it was for Alexandria, they managed to get this one in the win column last year. And I kind of like the Valley Cubs. Their only stumble this year was at Etowah. Obviously a good team. Take the Valley Cubs over Guntersville tonight on the road. Sylacauga is at Central Clay County. Another second-place showdown, this one in Class 5A Region 4. Both of these teams suffered losses at the hands of Beauregard. And this one's a lot to play for tonight. tonight for both of these teams. Again, Jim, it's kind of the same scenario. Home field, or do you travel in the first round?
Yes, exactly, Grady. And I got to tell you, Sylacauga might be a sleeper in this game. The Aggies have continued to improve throughout the season. If you had asked me about this game at the start of the season, I would have said Clay Central, no question. But again, I'll go back and use coin flip. To me, this might be a coin flip tonight. But I'm going to pick Clay Central because it's at Volunteer Stadium, and they seem to rise to the occasion when they need to. We've seen them do it time and time again. I guess it's that old Clay County Panthers mentality that's still hanging around, and some of those Lineville Aggies as well. Let's not leave those on the sidelines.
Yeah, please. I'm telling you, you got to have a little Lineville Aggie love in there. Come on, man.
Yeah, well, Central Clay County and the way they played Mumford at the start of the season, I would be hard not to pull for Central Clay County in this one.
Well, there are two losses that are Benjamin Russell and to Beauregard, two pretty darn good football teams. I like Central at home tonight against Sylacauga.
What about this one, man?
I love this one. I mean,
slobber knocker.
It is, man. I mean, Pell City coming into Oxford. These two, heck, this is the only real rivalry game that these two schools have in their collective region because they have to travel so far to play everybody else. They get together here. There's no love lost in this one.
No, not at all. And you know, we talked about this on the coaches show Tuesday night over at Struts. I can't remember a game year to year to year where people talk more about how hard a hitting game it is as they do who wound up winning it. And I think you're going to see that again tonight. Don't sleep on Pell City. They'll come into this game prepared. I don't think they can win. I don't think Etheridge has got them there just yet, but I think you're going to get a little preview of what might be to come in the next few years tonight at Lamar Field if you're headed out for that one.
Yeah, I like Oxford in this one. I'm actually going to pick a score just because I don't want my yard to get rolled. Oxford 28, Pell City 14.
Hopefully they don't know where my yard is because I am picking Pell City in this one to lose to Oxford tonight.
Okay.
Had y'all going, didn't I? I think it'll be a good game, though. Coach Keith Etheridge will have them ready to play.
And what about this one?
I love this. You know, Ohatchee at Piedmont and Jim Brandon and I were talking about this game on the way over here. And Ohatchee, we saw them early in the year against Randolph County, and they really got it handed to them. And it's like that flipped a switch for them because since that point in time, they played some really good football. They got their hands full tonight for sure.
No question, Grady. To me, how much is Piedmont in Ohatchee's head? I mean, they had them beat at home last year, and Piedmont again rose to the occasion. And then Ohatchee goes to Piedmont in the semifinals, and Piedmont just stomps on them, basically, is what happened. So what kind of mentality has Scott Martin got these kids ready to go play tonight? This is probably the biggest football game in the state. It's number 1 and number 4 in Class 3A. And tonight, the Field of Champions, I'll guarantee you the concession stands will be busy because the stands will be packed.
Yes, but I'm going with the Tribe tonight. I think it's going to go into overtime. That's my upset pick.
Wow.
I think Ohatchee. Coach Martin is just so calm, cool, and collected. I think he'll have them Indians ready for battle tonight.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna work hard pushing that trampoline over underneath that limb you went out on for when it falls. I'm gonna take Piedmont at home tonight, but I do think it's going to be a close, hard-fought ball game, and I don't mind an upset pick in that. I think it'll be a good game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game, but there's no way you pick against Piedmont yet. Somebody's got to beat them for me to think that they're even beatable right now.
Yeah. Leeds at Tallahassee, and this becomes an all-important game for the Leeds Green Wave because they're having to finish at Tallahassee, and then they come back home for Munford next week, and what we feel like maybe is one of the better teams in the state in Munford that's not getting any love. So Leeds has got a tough road to hoe right here, and Tallahassee, having lost to Munford in a game we did here on FNN, their backs are against the wall. If they want to have any shot left at sharing a region title, they got to win.
Yeah, there's no question about it. It's Tallahassee, go for broke tonight. Tallahassee, Grady, didn't impress me when we saw them against Munford. I mean, I just... And I still don't see how they're still in the top 10. They're getting a lot of love from the sports writers. I guess it's because maybe they're so close to Montgomery. I'm not sure what it is, but Munford drummed them. I mean, that could have been a 34-6 win for the Lions if they don't fumble the ball through the end zone twice. So Leeds better go into Tallahassee tonight prepared, but I'm not sure Tallahassee can handle Leeds' speed.
Yeah, I would agree. Leeds does have a lot of speed, but not so fast, my friend. I think at Tallahassee, they're going to find a way to beat Leeds. So I'm going with Tallahassee tonight.
Well, I'm just basing it on having seen Leeds and Tallahassee play, and I with Jim on that, had Munford not fumbled twice going in the end zone, that game's not even close at Munford a few weeks ago as it was a 19-6 win for Munford. I like Leeds on the road tonight to get the win at Tallahassee and set up a showdown next Friday night over in Leeds.
And certainly we'll be there for it when the Green Wave and the Lions hook up at Homer Smiles.
Absolutely. Another big game, we're going to go back to Class 3A Region 5. How about that? Randolph County hosting Weaver tonight, and a road win in Wedowee for Weaver really stirs things up a lot in that region if somehow the Bearcats can pull off the upset.
Especially if Ohatchee pulls off an upset tonight at Piedmont, then you've got complete chaos.
Don't you love high school football this time of year?
But, you know, guys, Weaver has not shown me yet that they can go win the big game on the road. I mean, Ohatchee got them at the Creek Bank. You know, they played Piedmont a really good game at home, but you got to show me before I can pick you. So I'm going with the Randolph County Tigers tonight. I think they'll win it by 10 or more.
Yeah, I agree. Randolph County at home, they gave Piedmont all they wanted. Weaver seems to, when they get away from Bearcat Stadium, they struggle. So I'm going with Randolph County.
Randolph County has two things going for them, explosive offense, and they play really good defense. I like the Tigers at home to win it over Weaver tonight. Talladega at Valley. What a big game for the Talladega Tigers. It is for both teams, but, of course, we're so familiar with Talladega in these parts, and they have struggled for so many years, and they're right on the verge of win tonight, and they make the postseason. How big a story would that be?
Yeah, you know, it's hard not to pull for them, Grady. We're not supposed to pull for anybody, but, you know, it's hard not to pull for Talladega tonight to get that monkey off their back. I mean, it's been since 1994 that this team – you know, made the playoffs. That's 10 senior classes, guys. That is 10 senior classes. That's unbelievable. And tonight, if they can get the win on the road at Valley, that shakes some of that monkey off of them, I think.
Well, the monkey's coming off because Talladega's going to win it.
I like the Tigers. Valley 2-6 overall. Talladega got the win last year when these two teams met over in Dega. I'm going with the Tigers to get it into the postseason for the first time in 10 years. How about this? Vincent, a team we saw at the first of the year, hosting Reeltown tonight, and they have a great chance to work their way maybe as high as third in that region. These are the last two playoff spots are still up for grab in that region. And, you know, Jim, we were there first game of the season when they beat Pleasant Valley and talked about how down that program had been and the things that they had just started back, and it's really paying dividends here in year two of that coaching situation.
Well, Grady, you know, on the way home, we said that Vincent was a lot better than they'd been in years past after we saw them beat Pleasant Valley. They've got some pretty good football players there, and they're going to give Reeltown all they want tonight. Reeltown's on a little bit of a dip right now, and this game is for legitimate third spot in that region. I mean, everybody's chasing Lynette and Lafayette, but the winner of this one gets that number 3 seed, which means you don't have to go play a number 1 seed in the first round. You get a number 2 seed, and that's probably more manageable.
The Yellow Jackets are swarming in October. I'm going with Vincent.
You know, I'm going to give the nod to Vincent because they're playing at home, and Reeltown's been a little bit down. And I think it's a big game for Vincent, and they find a way to win it tonight. So I'll go with the Yellow Jackets as well. Of course, what we've got here, 4-3. Winterboro comes in having dropped the last couple of road games to TCC and Raglan. Wadley, what can you say about that batch of Bulldogs? They are just rolling in Class 1A Region 4, a top 10 ranked team in the state, and look to be a real dominant force in the southern half of the state in Class 1A.
You know, Grady, I've heard forever that if you wanted to make a dog mad, you feed them gunpowder. I think the Wadley Bulldogs have been grazing on gunpowder for the past year or so because they have been lights out so far this year. Look at the numbers on this team. They're averaging only giving up 7 points per game over 6 outings, and they played some pretty good football teams. They've scored 50-plus in every one of them. This team is just a juggernaut, and Winterboro is going to have to play lights out of their mind football to even stay close with this bunch tonight.
I agree. You know, I was talking in the opening statements, you know, you got to play a mistake-free ball game to take down Wadley. You know, no turnovers, limit your penalties, and do not allow explosive plays. So we'll see.
Yeah, and that's going to be tough to do against this Wadley bunch. They've been good for the last couple of years and have really built a nice program. And I can remember the days covering some Wadley football when I was down in Randolph County. And this type program now has kind of risen back to that level, and they had some Division I college prospects that played back then. You might remember Terrell Zachary.
Yeah.
Played at Auburn, played at Wadley. So that's the kind of athletes they have down there, sharing the hometown with Southern Union Junior College. All right, Wadley and Winterboro coming up from here in Winterboro. We'll grab a timeout. More of the pregame coming up. Our Barbecue Boss big ones right there, all 8 of them tonight. A lot of big games around the area.
Your neighborhood Grub Mart is your one-stop shop for everything you need when you're on the go. Grub Mart features the best prices on Coke and Pepsi products and is home to the 99-cent bag of ice every day. And Grub Mart is your exclusive home for the popcorn bucket. Purchase yours for only $5.99 and then bring it in for free refills throughout the year. That's right, free popcorn for a full year. Your locally owned and operated Grub Mart, in business for over 75 years.
Are you searching for a broadband solution for your business? Do you want the latest fiber optic technology so no matter what services you offer or what products you make, you will never have to sacrifice productivity? Get speed that's never decreased by high network demands with reliable, blazing fast uploads up to 10 gigabytes per second. Access that's faster and more reliable than cable or DSL. If you have a business in East Alabama, call us. M Squared Connections, 256-405-4311, or learn more at m2connections.com.
Griffin Laser Engraving in Lincoln is your authorized local dealer for personalized Yeti products. Get your Yeti customized for your team, a business, or a special event. Your color, graphics, even photos. At Griffin Laser Engraving, we make it the way you want it. Order just one or hundreds, and you'll find a full line of Yeti coolers and accessories on hand, even the hard-to-find items. Nationally recognized, but right here at home in Lincoln for quality awards, trophies, powder coating, and personalized Yeti items, Griffin Laser Engraving.
When you're the boss, you need the right machines. The right machine is the new Kawasaki Mule Pro FXR side-by-side. Quality fit and finish, and all this cabin space. Maneuvers like you wouldn't believe. The new Kawasaki Mule Pro FXR, the strongest, 'cause I said so.
See the full line today at Talladega Cycle Sales on Highway 21 in Talladega or online at TalladagaCycleSales.com.
Your pet is an important part of your family that returns love and care unconditionally. And right now's the best time to think about your pet's care for the spring months ahead. Greenbrier Animal Clinic in Anniston has been taking care of pets in the Calhoun County area for over 3 decades. Call now and schedule your pet for their annual vaccinations, flea and tick treatment, or grooming. Dr. Bill Brom and Dr. Elizabeth Main ensure your pet always sees a vet. X-ray lab and the latest surgical facilities on site ensures quality health care. Greenbrier Animal Clinic. Warm hearts, treating cold noses.
Hey, this is Coach Chris from Professional Apothecary, and we're your hometown team.
We take care of all your pharmacy and medical equipment needs.
When it comes to medical supplies, the team at Professional Apothecary has the winning game plan. Everything from mobility needs to home and portable oxygen, CPAP equipment and supplies, easy lift chairs, and doctor comfort shoes.
And we have all of your over-the-counter needs. Come see us at Professional Apothecary.
Located on North Street, just off the square, on Facebook and online at proapo.com.
And there you have our national anthem, played and performed by the Winterboro Marching Band. All right, it is just about game time here. A few more minutes to go. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups here from Winterboro. First up for the visiting Wadley Bulldogs, presented by Grub Mart, the home of the popcorn bucket. $5.99. Get free refills for a year, Brandon.
You know how I feel about that popcorn bucket.
Yes, I do. And, of course, that is an explosive Wadley offense, and obviously led by Connor Fordham at quarterback. They've got a lot of weapons to choose from, and we'll be keeping a close eye tonight on Trevor Cameron and also Kobe Nunn tonight for the Bulldogs. Taking a look at the defensive starters now for Wadley. There we go. And as you'll see, a very senior-laden defensive unit. Only one sophomore on that unit. The rest of them are just seniors and juniors. So a veteran team coming in here to Winterboro tonight. And the Bulldogs in the blue are going to have a hard time moving that football consistently, I think, against a very stout Wadley defense. Let's take a look, though, for the Winterboro Bulldogs. We had them as a guest on our Tuesday night coaches show a few weeks ago. And, you know, they've gone to that Red Eagle offense just like Ohatchee runs and made it more of a running offense. Omar Dobbins has really settled into that role at quarterback for the Winterboro Bulldogs, and he will be a threat, I think, as he goes tonight. So go the Winterboro Bulldogs.
Yeah, I think they'll open it up a little bit more tonight.
Let's take a look at the defensive starters tonight now for Winterboro, and you're missing Cam Borden, who was injured last week in the loss, and for Cam Borden for Winterboro, that is a tough loss for the Bulldogs because he had led the team in interceptions for the last couple of years. So he'll be a key cog that's missing tonight for the Winterboro Bulldogs. All right, the captains for Wadley have made their way over to the far side of the field. We're just about set for our coin toss. Winterboro making their way out of the locker room for Wadley. The captains tonight, number 26 is Tanner Ogilvy. Also out there is number 54, Luke Freeman. Number 20 tonight for the Bulldogs is Caden Messer. And number 7, that will be Cordarius Nunn as the captains there for the Wadley Bulldogs. We're still waiting on Winterboro. Here they come. Number 4 tonight for the Bulldogs. That'll be Brody Ham. Number 5 tonight for Winterboro is one that we don't have on our roster. Number 74 tonight, also we don't have on the roster. And number 2 tonight for the Bulldogs is Javon Owsley. So and Owsley will not be playing tonight. You can see the wrist is wrapped there, but he will be a captain tonight for Winterboro. Our head official tonight is Matt Caldwell. And, of course, October Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and you can look down on the 50 there and see it done in pink tonight here at Winterboro.
Yeah, I believe Oxford and Pell City is doing an all-pink thing, too.
Yeah, doing a pink out there tonight for the American Cancer Society, and the Relay for Life teams there are sponsoring that. So the Bulldogs here from Winterboro just about ready to make their way out, and we're just a few minutes away from the kickoff for this one. And, again, explosive offense will be the theme of this one, I do believe, as the two teams both like to move the football and both can put up some points. We'll see who can play the best defense tonight between this double set of Bulldogs. Again, Matt Caldwell is your head official, and he will have our opening coin toss there at midfield. We're shaking hands with both teams, and he'll come over and we'll give the instructions coming up here for the Bulldogs and the Bulldogs.
All right, gentlemen, great night for football tonight. We're getting into the football weather tonight. Gentlemen, we're going to play with sportsmanship tonight, okay? That whistle blows, that's the end of the play. All right? That whistle blows, we're done, okay? If we're not, we got flags, we'll take care of it, all right? But we want to make sure we play with sportsmanship. That's number one thing we're going to talk about. All right, for tonight. Tails says tails. Heads has NFHS signal, okay? All right. Tails says tails. Heads has NFHS signal, okay? You get to call it. I want you to repeat what he says. Heads or tails?
Tails. Tails.
All right, I'm going to flip it. If I drop it, I'll reflip it. And it is tails. It is tails. You've won the toss, and you want to?
Defense.
You want to defer? You want to defer, all right? Means you want the ball, correct?
Yes, sir.
You want to defend the scoreboard, is that correct? All right, you turn, face, turn, come back to the There you go. Now face them. All right.
All right, there you have it.
Wadley's won.
Is won by the Wadley Bulldogs, and they have elected to go on defense, so they're thinking that they can make a stop and get some good field position and start this thing off and flip the field a little bit, if you will.
Yep, I'm going to do some defense first and see how they can stop the Winterboro offense.
Well, again, that has become very popular at all levels of football, is deferring your option to the second half, because if you can get a little momentum late in the first half, you kind of get a 2-for-1 situation a lot of times there if you can have the ball late in that second quarter. So I think a lot of teams play for that. And the other thing is they also like to try to establish themselves defensively early, and then you kind of establish field position for that first half only early on if you're able to do that.
Makes good sense, just like overtime, right?
Absolutely. You'd like to play defense so your offense knows what it has to do.
That's right.
All right, Wadley has made their way out onto the field. The white and red clad Bulldogs. Now here come the blue and white clad Bulldogs. And we're ready for some football here in Winterboro tonight. Hopefully we will have a good game for you. Looking forward to seeing both of these teams for the first time this season, and first time really in a long time that I've actually seen Wadley play. I used to see a lot of them, but it's been a while.
Yeah, I hadn't seen Wadley play. This is the first time I've really got to watch him play. I've heard a lot about Wadley, so it's going to be interesting to see how Winterboro responds to the powerful Wadley Bulldogs.
And first time for both of these teams here on the Friday Night Network, so we're excited to have them on for the first time tonight. And I also want to let you know our first quarter action is presented by M-Squared Connections. M-Squared specializes in broadband fiber optic networks, and they're now reaching into Calhoun, Randolph, also into Clay County and Talladega County as well. And if you're a business and you need fiber optic speed and network connections, well, you need to get in touch with M-Squared Connections, our first quarter sponsor tonight here from Winterboro. Wadley getting set to kick it off. Back deep for Winterboro. It looks like that's going to be number 24 back there for the Bulldogs, and that is Caleb Hale. He is one of the deep backs for Winterboro. Kicking it for Wadley, number 78. Big fella getting ready to hit it for Wadley. And he does so high, end-over-end kick. And that's going to pick Ham back up to about the 5-yard line. He's going to bring it back, trying to cut it around the right side of the field, and he's going to be dropped immediately right there. We'll give credit to Carry-On Birdsong on the stop for Wadley, as bringing it back was Caleb Hill. And I was trying to get you the name of the kicker. I think it was 76, and that was Aaron Reeves.
Yeah, nice return by Caleb Hill, giving the Bulldogs of Winterboro a good start.
So Omar Dobbins will open at the quarterback position for the Winterboro Bulldogs. He, of course, wears number 7. He'll have alongside him Caleb Hill in the backfield, wideout strips to either side. And now we'll have motion out of the Bulldogs, and we've got our first flag of the night. And let's hope we don't have a repeat of last week where we had near record-setting 20-plus flags in that ball game.
Ooh, I know it. We had 25 flags.
Yep. Illegal procedure.
False start on the offense. Replay first down.
So if you're Winterboro, that's not how you want to start your first offensive possession, with a 5-yard backup. Winterboro will open in that same formation. Wideouts double to either side for Dobbins. Watch for him to tuck it and run a lot tonight. Dobbins, though, going to pump fake, going to fire it back across the field through the hands of his intended receiver. Throwing that maybe just a little hard for Brody Ham. It'll bring second down and 10 coming up for Wadley, or for Winterboro.
Yeah, Winterboro was all in there on him, and just a quick throw, a little bit too much mustard on the throw, we'll say.
So out of the ball game right now for Winterboro is Caleb Hale, and have a different running back that will slot in this time along with Dobbins. Into the ball game now for Winterboro is number 22. That is Javian Brown. Here is Dobbins out of that shotgun, going to give it to Brown, running straight ahead, going to be hit immediately and dropped. Good defensive play that time for Connor Fordham for the Wadley Bulldogs.
Yeah, just a run up the middle, trying to establish the line of scrimmage. Not much happening, though.
So 3rd and long coming up for Wadley, or for Winterboro. We'll say 3rd and call it about 15. They didn't get anything on that play. No gain, as they'll mark it really right back there. They'll give him to the 22. So call it 3rd down and about 13 yards to go now for Winterboro here on their opening possession of this one. Dobbins out of that shotgun, going to hand it off. Brown again trying to get wide, and he's not going to get there again. The Wadley defense just gobbles him up. Cordarius Nunn that time on the stop for the Red Bulldogs.
Yeah, Cardavius Nunn, the linebackers, they're coming up, reading the plays really well, and great stop for the Wadley Bulldogs.
Got some good size on that defense, do the Wadley Bulldogs, and good size on the return man. Dropping back to receive it is Tardavian Drake. He's only going to stand inside the 50-yard line, so not thinking they're going to get a long punt here. John Wheeler, I believe, is the kicker for Winterboro. Low line drive kick, and have to let it roll. It's a good Winterboro roll. It'll be across midfield down to the Wadley Bulldog, about the 42-yard line. Down to place that ball down was Joshua Tanner for Winterboro.
The punt wasn't pretty, but it was effective.
Yeah, no return, and Drake looked like he might be a fellow who could put a move on him. Big fella for the Wadley Bulldogs. So we'll get the first look at this explosive offense tonight for Wadley. First down and 10, and we're going to see the wishbone for the Wadley Bulldogs. The quarterback is Fordham. Fordham's going to drop back, going to put it in the air, got a man complete. Out across midfield, stays on his feet, just lowers the head and bulldozing his way inside the 35 all the way down to the 32-yard line. And that was an impressive run right there for the Wadley Bulldogs. Big number 22, drop back, going to put it in the air, got a man complete.
Yeah, just a quick pass out to Michael Angel. As you can see on the instant replay, what opened up that play was Cardavius Nunn. If you noticed at the beginning of that play, throwing a good block out there and allowing his running back to get open.
Wishbone set for Winterboro, or for Wadley. Here is Fordham, going to hand it off this time. Kicking it out to the left side, and good defense that time for the Winterboro Bulldogs. That is Caleb Hale who makes the stop as Nunn gets his first carry of the night, Cordarius Nunn.
Yeah, a great run by Cordarius Nunn. Wadley's really dominating the line of scrimmage and pushing the Winterboro Bulldogs back on the line of scrimmage, making it look easy.
Yeah, gets about 5, maybe even close to 6 yards on that carry. Second down and short coming up for Wadley. Again, they'll stay in that wishbone set behind Fordham. Second down and call it 5 to go. Here's Fordham, fake it, now give it, and met in the backfield and destroyed. A big hit that time by Caleb Hale. Let's take a look at that. Wow, what a play by the Winterboro defense that time, as they were having none of that.
Yeah, as you can see, Winterboro just trying to do a little quick play up the middle there, and Caleb Hale made him right there face on, loss of yardage.
Trevor Cameron trying to run the ball that time, and he was depleted by Mr. Hale that time. Third down now for Wadley, now back at the Winterboro 30-yard line. They've got about 9 to go. Here is Fordham rolling back, got pressure, going to be hit and sacked. Tries to throw it away after he's already on the ground, but too little, too late, as Brown gets in there to take him down.
Yeah, you said that on the instant replay. We're going to see it on the instant replay real quick. Quarterback goes back, nowhere to go. Number 22, Brown, right there, read the play like a book.
And just an out-and-out blitz by the Winterboro defense, and Wadley had an impressive-looking drive going, and that stalls out quickly as Winterboro brings the house on defense, and they get the stop. On to kick it away now is Cordarius Nunn. And Winterboro not real sure that Wadley will indeed punt the football, but from out at the 41-yard line, not sure that they have a choice. And they will line up in punt formation with Nunn standing back in his own territory, gets the snap off, gets it out of there. And that is a high kick that's going to hit and scoot out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They're going to mark it right around the 10, it looks like. So Winterboro will be backed up, but they have it first down and 10.
Once again, seeing some good defensive play by both of them.
As the first quarter winds along here.
About 8 minutes.
About 8 minutes or so to go in the first quarter. So kind of moving fairly quickly. Both teams have put it in the air, but we haven't seen but the one incompletion, I think, for Winterboro. So the clock just keeps running. Here comes Dobbins and company back out on the field. Brown will be out there along with Hale for Winterboro as they will line up in that Red Eagle look now. And again, we are going to have a whistle, and this time we're going to have a timeout taken. Let's see who takes it. Wadley will call the timeout. We're back with more of the Friday Night Network High School Game of the Week coming up.
Life happens everywhere. Like it never even happened, only happens here. The cleanup and restoration specialists at ServPro.
Bulldog Stadium in Winterboro High School. As Winterboro now with their second look at it on offense for the evening. Grady Sapp, Brandon still in the booth here. Dobbins will operate out of that quarterback slot. It is The Red Eagle offense going to hand it off to Hale, trying to get outside, nothing doing. He's taken down inside the 5, back near the 4-yard line as the Wadley defense just all over that. Up to make the tackle that time was Carry-On Birdsong.
Yeah, Carry-On Birdsong reading that play like a book and getting right in there on the Winterboro Bulldog. Backed him up again.
You know, and he came all the way from the left side to the right side of the field to track that play down. So impressive pursuit by Birdsong and the Wadley Bulldogs. Second down now after that loss. Back down near the 5-yard line. Call it 2nd and 15 for Winterboro. Dobbins will have Hale in the backfield. Slot right this time is Brown alongside. And looking over that Wadley defense, trying to find something that might work. And going to give it to Hale, trying to get outside. He's going to have a little room, but not a lot. He'll be out still short of the 10-yard line, up to about the 9. And that's going to be it. Up to lead the charge that time defensively was Chris Brown.
Yeah, Chris Brown reading that play and coming in there. Winterboro just not having much luck on the ground right now. 3rd and 12.
Yep, 3rd and long here from inside your own 10-yard line right now. You just don't want to make a mistake. It's okay to punt sometimes and live to fight another day, if you will. So Winterboro taking a little bit of extra time in the huddle this time. Play clock is down to 10 right now. As Winterboro now will look at it. It's 3rd down and 12 from inside their own 10-yard line. They'll stay in that Red Eagle look. Going to flip it out in the flat for Brown, and he's going to be hit and decked as he gets back to maybe the original line of scrimmage, and that's going to be it. Fordham assisted on the tackle. First man there was number 20, Caden Messer.
Yeah, Wadley not fooled at all. Connor Fordham coming in there and making a great open field tackle and looking for a punt situation from Winterboro.
Nunn going to drop back to receive the kick from John Wheeler for Winterboro, who will stand right at his own goal line. Had a line drive kick that last time that was very effective for Winterboro. Early in the game down in Randolph County, the Tigers are leading it over Weaver. Got a pick 6. They lead at 7-0 in the first quarter. Here's Nunn now. Going to get a return and kind of pinned against the far sideline, forced out of bounds across the way by Isaiah McKenzie. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Wadley, but they'll start in Winterboro territory. And want to let you know that we're going to have some look-ins tonight from Piedmont with the Yohatchee and Piedmont game, and also we'll have live look-ins from down in Randolph County as the Tigers host the Weaver Bearcats here on FNN.
My Bearcats already trailing.
Already trailing. So Wadley will have it 1st down and 10. They'll start at the 42-yard line of Winterboro. Fordham out of the wishbone set again for Wadley. Winterboro comes across. We've got our 2nd penalty of the game and already a point to the defense. And that will be the call. Offsides against Winterboro, so that'll make it 1st and 5 for Wadley down at the Winterboro 37-yard line.
Getting a little bit too eager.
I haven't seen the wishbone in many a year. Ran as the outright formation and right up the gut. Big hole opened up, spins off a tackle, and look at this. Touchdown, Wadley. I don't think he was down. The officials are going to say touchdown for Wadley, Trevor Cameron, and we'll have to take a look at that. He spun around, and apparently, no, they're going to say he was down. They're going to say he was down.
Yeah, great hole of Wadley opening that up, and
he was.
He went down.
Yeah,
but still a great run before that, picking up his 1st down.
That is a great look by our camera guys. Outstanding. Outstanding. So 1st down and 10 for Wadley after the big play. They're inside the 30 now. Wishbone set for Fordham, handed off again. This time it is going to be the big fella driving straight across. That is Cordarius Nunn, and he's going to have it down inside the 20 and just short of 1st down yardage.
That play's just all Cardavius Nunn. I mean, he's just they're trying to arm tackle him, and he's just dragging Winterboro players down the field. Great run by Cardavius Nunn, number 7.
So 2nd down, and we'll call it a couple to go now for this Wadley offense. Fordham looks over the defense. They're running at a good pace here, are the Bulldogs, and he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to have his 1st down. Just straight ahead, quarterback dive. Wheeler will trip him up as he goes through. Also assisting on the tackle is Isaiah McKenzie, but 1st and 10 again for Wadley.
Yeah, a little quick quarterback sneak by nice block by number 58, Clanton Cotney, opening up a nice hole for his quarterback.
Well, Wadley driving here on their 2nd possession of the night. They have it down in the red zone. Fordham hand it off, and this time it's the fullback just going straight ahead. Maybe has a couple, and that's going to be about it before Roger Burns gets him down, and that was Angel on the run. Not much there that time.
Yeah, number 22, Angel, just a good, powerful run. Picked up some yardage, couple. 2nd down and 8.
Here comes Wadley, stay in that wishbone set. No real mystery to this, though. This time they will put a couple of guys wide on each side, and this time again Angel right up the middle. The fullback's got it. He barrels his way inside the 10, down inside the 5. 1st and goal coming up for Wadley. Up to make the stop, it was Sean Benson.
Yeah, just another great run. Your offensive line's doing their job. No reason to stray away from what you're doing when your offensive line's doing that.
Piedmont leads Ohatchee early as 6-0 the score. Missed the point after attempt did the Piedmont Bulldogs. Here the Wadley Bulldogs looking at 1st and goal. Fordham going to toss it and cutting it right up. Easy touchdown for the Wadley Bulldogs. Taking it in is Trevor Cameron, and Wadley draws first blood.
As you see right here on the instant replay, watch that offensive line.
Kind of had his choice of holes, didn't he?
Yes. Number 1, Cameron, he just found him a gap and strolled into the end zone.
And it looks like Wadley will go for 2 as they kind of throw the little shuttle pass out wide, and it's complete. And the 2-point conversion is good. Wadley leads it 8-0. A little trickery on the 2-point conversion for the Wadley Bulldogs here on the Friday Night Network Game of the Week.
Talladega County Exchange has 4 locations to serve hunters and farmers: Talladega, Midstate Co-op in Columbiana, and St. Clair Farmers Co-op in Pell City and Asheville. We have a huge selection of hunting supplies as well as feed, seed, fertilizer, and chemicals. Our Pell City store is a certified Hoyt dealer and archery center, while Columbiana has a full-line small engine repair shop. So come by our quality co-op stores today and check out our down-to-earth values. You'll be glad you did.
Wadley with the lead here in Winterboro. Some other games going on. It is Hoax Bluff leading Anniston 7-0 early in that one. Munford is up 7-0 on Childersburg tonight. Jacksonville leads White Plains 14-0. And here is the kick. And it's going to be a high floater, going to be fielded by Hale. Back across the 20, trying to cut it outside. Now just dives back up the middle to get what he can. He's across the 30, maybe out to the 31, 32, and that's going to be it. And he's going to be put on the ground that time by the Wadley Bulldogs, and that is Aaron Reeves who makes the stop.
Yeah, big number 76, Aaron Reeves. He looked like he's the one that kicked it off too, wasn't he?
Yep.
He's all over the place.
Beauregard leading Cleveland County 14-0 early in that one. Valley leads Talladega 7-0 early on. Now Randolph County up 14-0 on Weaver.
Dang, killing me.
So there are some of the scores early on. Our thanks to our first quarter sponsor, M Squared Connections. They are your leaders in broadband fiber optic networking, and they are now reaching in Calhoun, Randolph, Clay, and Talladega counties. You got a business, you're in need of fiber optic speed and network connections, contact M Squared Connections. And it is a fumble by Winterboro, picked up luckily for the home-standing Bulldogs, but a big, big loss all the way back to the 20-yard line. Lucky, though, to get that ball was Jamichael, make that number 22 for Winterboro, Brown.
Yeah, there was a slew of Wadley players in on that one. Live ball, tried to toss it behind to his running back, and it got away from him, and now they really backed up all the way to Talladega.
Yeah, just about. As they're all the way back at the 20, they've got to get it out to the 42, so 2nd and 22, and you've really seen this Winterboro offense kind of operate behind the 8 ball for most of this first quarter. They've been in 2nd and 3rd and long situations really from the opening whistle tonight, and hard to get it going against a good defensive football team when you're backed up. Here's Dobbins now, going to hand it off, looking for a little running room, not finding any there. Brown's going to lose a couple more as the Wadley defense just very, very dominant tonight. And this time getting in on the action is big number 60, Chaz Harmon for Wadley.
Yeah, Chaz Harmon, there's a slew of them. They're just dominating the line of scrimmage, Grady. Winterboro just don't have an answer right now. They're going to have to open up the playbook, I think, and spread them out a little bit.
Dobbins trots back from the sideline. Actually walks slowly back, looking to contemplate what this play is going to be. 3rd down, and call it, about 22, 23 yards to go right now for Winterboro. Not sure this offense is equipped to pick up the big yardage. We'll see. Got Brown in the backfield alongside Dobbins. Here comes Wadley, going to hand it to Brown. Going to hand it off. The ball is fumbled for the second time and recovered by Winterboro. Falling back on the football was Brady Ham, and that'll be punting time now for Winterboro.
Yeah, once again, Wadley's just controlling the line of scrimmage. Too many to name, but number 20, Messer, they were all up there. Just nothing for Winterboro right now. They're going to open up the pass or something.
Yeah, Drake will drop back again for Wadley, not respecting the leg of John Wheeler at all. He's going to stand up at about the Winterboro 40-yard line or so, and they'll put a couple of guys back deep this time. Will the Wadley Bulldogs trying to get a return. Wheeler looks over the situation, stands back about his own 1-2 yard line, gets a good snap, gets it out of there. High kick. That Nunn's going to drift under. He's got it, and he's picked up a block. Here goes Nunn back up the middle, runs into his own man, and we're going to give credit for the tackle to Hale, but it was really more of Nunn running up on his own guy, number 20 there, Messer, who kind of made the stop for Winterboro, but fortunate probably that happened.
Yes, absolutely. That was a good catch, and he saw nothing but the end zone and tried to break for it. It was luckily to get him down.
As it is, it's 1st down and 10 from the Winterboro 40, so outstanding field position once again for Wadley as we've got a halt temporarily here. And I think we've got a player with a little bit of a cut. That is going to be Brown, who is going to have to come off for Winterboro. So Winterboro will have to get somebody else in real quick, and they're going to send in a number that we don't have on our roster. That is number 5 for the Winterboro Bulldogs, making his way onto the field. So here's Wadley. Now they break the bone for the first time tonight. They'll go with that kind of a wing T formation. They're going to get motion out of that. Going to hand it off right up the middle. And straight ahead, plowing his way down to about the 35-yard line was Sebastian Owens, his first carry of the night. As making the stop there for Winterboro was Brady Ham. Had a little help there from big number 55, Jeloni Garrett.
Yeah, Sebastian just finding the gap and running behind good old 58, Cottney.
2nd down now, and 5 for Wadley from the Winterboro 35. Going to fire it out in the flat. This time it is complete. That is Nunn with the football, and he's got a big gain down inside the 25-yard line. 1st down and 10 coming up for the Wadley Bulldogs.
Just a pitch and catch, spreading them out a little bit, mixing up the run, mixing up the pass. The line of scrimmage is dominant.
End of the first quarter, Randolph County leads it over Weaver 14-0.
What?
Down in Wedowee.
Man.
Fordham now. Going to hand it and keep it himself. Running the option play, going to keep it himself. He's around the end, and he's going to be forced out of bounds down on the near boundary.
Whoa.
And we're going to have over the fence.
Did you see that?
Wow.
He scaled it.
How about Fordham? 1st down and 10 coming up for the Wadley Bulldogs as he's got it down inside the 20.
That needs to make the highlight reel.
Absolutely.
He jumped it and then jumped it back.
And let's see, we're going to go across now and talk to the Wadley Bulldogs. And we may have had a penalty on that play. No, they are swapping out the footballs. So the official carried the ball over and dropped it off on the Wadley sideline. Bulldogs, for Wadley, going to have it right at the 10-yard line. Nose of the football just touching the 10. So 1st and goal for Wadley. It'll be Fordham in the backfield at quarterback. And firing out, intercepted by Winterboro. Good play across the way, tracking that pass down is Joshua Tanner. And boy, did the Winterboro Bulldogs need this play.
Yeah, Fordham's back in shotgun, sees his receiver, number 10. And number 14, Tanner, just seeked it out and took it away.
And showed some good speed there to intercept it, and they're going to say he runs out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. So Winterboro will take over there, 1st down and 10 as they get the stop on Wadley. Keep this at 8-0 game right now as we go inside a minute to go in the first quarter.
We see that so much. You know, your running game's working. You start going to the pass too much, and you get picked off.
Yeah, Winterboro hasn't shown that they can stop the running game right now for Wadley, and they were just trying to throw that little post pattern to Nunn out there, and it just did not work out, the little corner route, I should say, for Nunn. And here's Dobbins and the Bulldogs from Winterboro backed up and stacked up there as they try the interior of that line again, and Wadley's just having none of it, just shoving Brown back into his own end zone.
Yeah, every one of the linemen on the Wadley team there making the stop. Nothing happening for Winterboro right now up the middle.
No gain. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Winterboro Bulldogs out at their own 3-yard line, and that will do it. First quarter is in the books tonight. Wadley leading this one 8-0 after 1 here on the Friday Night Network High School Game of the Week.
What's behind the CA?
A world full of opportunities.
Where are you now? Where are you going?
Where do you want to be?
These are all important in determining your path in life.
More importantly, why be ordinary
when you can be extraordinary?
At Central Alabama Community College, you can be anything you wish to be.
Don't put your future on hold and don't settle for less than excellence.
We are Central Alabama Community College.
Central to you.
Central to your success.
Are you searching for a broadband solution for your business? Do you want the latest fiber optic technology? So no matter what services you offer or what products you make, you will never have to sacrifice productivity. Get speed that's never decreased by high network demands with reliable, blazing fast uploads up to 10 gigabytes per second. Access that's faster and more reliable than cable or DSL. If you have a business in East Alabama, call us. M Squared Connections, 256-405-4311, or learn more at m2connections.com.
There is a live look in from Randolph County as they host the Weaver Bearcats, and Randolph County in control of this one right now, 20-0. As Winterboro now will face a 3rd down and 10. Dobbins is going to roll out to his right, looking, fired him out in the air and tipped away and almost intercepted and then almost caught. Drake makes the play as the pass was intended that time for Brady Ham.
Yeah, trying to get a little creative there and nothing happening. 2nd and 10.
So it'll be 4th down now or make it 3rd down and 10 coming up now for Winterboro as they're backed up again at their own 3-yard line. And really, I thought that should be 4th down. They ran 2 plays. Or maybe it was only 1 play down on the other end. 3rd down and 10 now for Winterboro. Dobbins sets it up off his hands and gets it right back. He's going to be hit and throws it out of the end zone. And I think we're going to have he's reaching in the pocket. Safety. Yes, indeed. It is going to be a safety for the Wadley Bulldogs.
He was trying to avoid it, but nothing happening, as you can see here on the replay.
And just tried to get rid of it, and he was down, ruled down in the end zone, and just backed up, tried to pass it, and just went wide. It just powered through there.
And that Wadley defense, there's something else.
Yeah, we know they're explosive on offense. Well, they're pretty darn good on defense, too. So Wadley will get the football, and they figure to get good field position as Winterboro now will have to kick it off from their own 20-yard line. And now Wadley up 10-0. Randolph County made the extra point, so it's 21-0. Randolph County leading it big at home tonight over Weaver as the Tigers from down there in Wedowee are flexing their muscle.
At least I did pick Randolph County.
Yeah, you did get that one right.
My upset was Ohatchee.
Tallahassee continues to stay on top of leads, 7-0. That game in the 2nd quarter right now. No score on Walter, Welborn, and Glencoe. Oaks Bluff continues that 1st quarter lead. The last thing we had, 7-0. Munford over Anniston. Munford leads Childersburg 14-0 now. Jacksonville, same score, 14-0 over White Plains. Central Clay County leading Sylacauga 6-0. And Oxford 6-0 over Pell City. And Guntersville now up 14-0 on Alexandria. Hale will kick it off from the 20-yard line. End-over-end kick. And we've got a whistle and we've got a flag.
Probably a false start on Winterboro leaving the line a little early.
Matt Caldwell will give us our call here. Matt's all the way back in the end zone, I think. So it's going to be an offsides on Winterboro, as you said, left the line of scrimmage a little early, so they'll back him up to the 15. Second quarter action tonight is presented by First Bank of Alabama, welcoming our new Randolph County, our new friends and customers from Randolph County and down in Wedowee, First Bank of Alabama. Our second quarter sponsor. And again, Hale will kick it deep for Wadley, or for Winterboro, rather, to Wadley. It's an end-over-end kick, and that again is going to be fielded by Messer. Caden Messer with it back across midfield, right up the middle, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and finally hauled down inside the 35 at about the 34-yard line. And Roger Burns makes the tackle for Winterboro.
Great run by Caden Messer, man. He grabbed that ball and took out of there like a rocket.
Well, once again, it is great starting field position for Wadley, and they flipped that field position early, and they've started basically every drive down in Winterboro territory.
Yeah, the only mistake they really made was that interception.
So here is Wadley back on the attack. Fordham. And a little pistol look, going to give it off right up the middle, and that's Nunn, who's going to have a good gain down to the 30, maybe the 29, 28-yard line for Wadley. And the tackle that time made, I believe, by 55 for Winterboro. That is Jeloni Garrett.
Yeah, Nunn with a great run, running behind number 60, Chaz Harmon, opening up some holes. Like you said earlier, he can just kind of pick his lane.
That's a gain of 6, second down and 4 coming up for Wadley as they look to extend that 10-zip lead, as they have dominated this football game in every phase of it. Just the mistake, as you said, Brandon has kept it as close as it is right now. Fordham, a little shuttle pass up the middle. That is going to be Messer, and that's a great defensive play made that time by John Wheeler for Winterboro. Holds that to maybe a yard, maybe no gain.
Yeah, Wheeler all over Messer there while they're doing a little quick pass, a little shuffle. 3rd and 4.
And they'll give him a yard, so it brings up 3rd and 4 for Wadley, and Messer will check out. Checking into the game now for Wadley is Sebastian Owens.
Man, how do you defend Wadley? They just throwing everything.
Owens lines up in that backfield, big, powerful runner. Motion out of the wing, and it's going to be Fordham keeping it on the option. Hit from behind now, options it out late. What a play by Fordham, running the option to perfection, and diving, touchdown, Wadley, as Trevor Cameron dives it inside the pylon, and the Wadley Bulldogs lead it by a score of 16-0.
Yeah, as you can see on instant replay, it looked like Fordham was just going to carry it himself, but all of a sudden he shuffles it out to Cameron, number 1, and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
That is the beauty of the wishbone, that option play. Option it when you want to. And Wadley running it to perfection, and again, they're going to line up in that formation and go for 2 here, will the Wadley Bulldogs. They'll have Nunn in there behind Fordham. Fordham will line up, and they'll have the line all the way over to the left. This time they're going to run the option. Fordham keeps it now, fires it, got a man wide open in the back of the end zone. A 2-point conversion is good as that pass completed in there to Caleb Bennett. And it's all Wadley right now. They lead it 18-0 here on the Friday Night Network High School Game of the Week. As you see the 2-point conversion successful, everything going the Wadley Bulldogs' way tonight.
Since 1848, our bank has witnessed inventions that have changed the world. Conveniences such as the refrigerator, the light bulb, and the airplane were all created during the early days of our bank. VHS tapes, DVDs, smartphones, all invented while we were First National Bank of Talladega. Our name may have changed, but we have a rich history. First Bank of Alabama. We're still first, and so are you.
And there's a live look in from up at the Field of Champions in Piedmont, where the Bulldogs are leading it over Ohatchee right now. 12-0, I think, was the score that I saw on that one. So Ohatchee finding the going tough there, as you see some of the action up at the Field of Champions, and Piedmont certainly looking to remain in control. A big play there for the Bulldogs. Here is Wadley kicking it off. It's going to be fielded by one of the up guys for Winterboro. That's Dobbins, Xavier Dobbins. He's going to have it out across the 30 to about the 31-yard line, and that's going to be it. He's taken down by Cameron Messer and also Trevor Cameron, who ran the touchdown in a moment ago. So Winterboro will set up shop this time at least out across their own 30, and that'll be at the 32-yard line. Best starting field position by far of the night for Winterboro.
Yeah, Dobbins trying to make a little something happen and picking up some positive yardage, so pretty good field position to start them off.
Omar Dobbins operates out of that shotgun look. Got Caleb Hale in the backfield, going to fire it out in the flat quickly this time. Spinning after the catch, breaking a tackle, and firing ahead to about the 37-yard line is the receiver, number 3, who we don't have on our roster for Winterboro.
Yeah, number 3 making a nice catch, and I guess they're kind of finally understanding you can't run on this Wadley defense, so maybe that'll kind of open things up a little bit, picking up some yardage, 2nd down and 7.
Gained about 6, call it 2nd down and 4 right now for the Winterboro Bulldogs. Got to get it out to the 42, and they got it up to the 38 now, so just a quick little hitter by Omar Dobbins out there in the flat. Here comes Winterboro. Brown in the backfield. One wide out. He is split wide to the left side. And going to give it to Brown, dancing around, and you can't dance against Wadley. Stood up and driven back by Nunn and company and planted back inside the 30. And it'll be 3rd down and long coming up.
Yeah, Cardavius Nunn, and on the stop there, nowhere for Winterboro to go on that play. They were backed up again. They picked up some positive yardage on the 2nd down, but now 3rd down and about 11.
Well, they're going to be marking back at around the 35, so it's a loss of 3. 3rd down, and call it about 8 yards to go right now, maybe 7 yards to go, we'll call it, for Winterboro. They got to get to their own 42-yard line and just trying to come up with something that'll work against this Wadley defense, and that has been few and far between thus far in this one, as we are working our way rather quickly through the 2nd quarter of action as well.
Yeah, the run just don't seem to be working for them.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Winterboro. They trail it now 18-0. Wadley dominating here on the Friday Night Network high school game of the week.
Welcome back to Town & Country Ford's Car Central.
Our top story, Town & Country's Pell City grand opening continues. Find grand opening specials at Bessemer and our brand new Pell City store. F-150s are up to $12,000 off. Buy one starting at $21,990. Fusions start at $17,990. And Escapes just $18,990.
Now that's a loaded lineup.
Big town selection, low country prices.
Town & Country Ford, Bessemer, and our brand new Pell City store.
A dominant performance thus far by the Wadley Bulldogs on the road here in Winterboro tonight, as they are showing that they deserve that top 10 ranking and that undefeated record so far. Here's Winterboro with a 3rd down and 7. Dobbs is going to roll out looking for somebody to throw it to, and he's just going to have to throw it away as Brown was covered up across the way. Great defensive coverage that time by Carry-On Birdsong.
Yeah, Carry-On Birdsong was all over it. Dobbins just trying to find something to go.
We've got a penalty flag, though. Dobbins was roughed. That's going to be a personal foul penalty coming up against Wadley, as it is a roughing the passer penalty, and Matt Caldwell dropped the laundry. Nope. They're marking it off against Winterboro. They're going to call illegal grounding on Dobbins. Intentional grounding, I should say. Here's the call from Matt Caldwell.
Intentional grounding on the offense. Loss of down, 4th down.
That's 4 penalties against Winterboro already, Grady.
Yep, and that makes it 4th and a mile. They're going to be backed up and have to punt from about the 10-yard line now is John Wheeler. And Wadley figures to get great field position. Again, Wheeler almost has it go over his head. He does a nice job of catching it. Low line drive kick. That's going to be fielded by Winterboro. And sliding down, trying to make a cut almost down, but he picks back up, and now we've got a late penalty flag coming in here, as making the return that time was Lardavius Eccles for Winterboro, or for Wadley, I should say. And let's see what the flag is here.
Number 20.
And that's going to be a hold against Wadley, so I believe that'll be the first time tonight that Wadley, no, it'll be the 2nd time tonight Wadley started on their own side of the 50.
First penalty, though.
2nd.
2nd penalty?
Yeah, they had an offsides earlier.
Oh.
Here's Matt Caldwell.
On the return, team. Be 1st down.
Gives us the official call that it was holding. So 1st down and 10 now for Wadley. Their own 42-yard line. Wishbone set this time for the visiting Bulldogs as they will go back to power football here. Fordham turns, hands it off, and that is Cameron right up the middle. And wow, what a surge by that offensive line as he just drives it across midfield into Winterboro territory.
And we got to give credit to Wadley on Elijah Beverly. Open up that hole, number 71.
1st and 10, the Wadley Bulldogs want to go quick. It is the Wishbone in hurry-up form. I've never seen that before. Play blown in. Wadley's ready to go. Snap, give it right up the middle again, and that is going to be, I believe, Messer this time on the carry. He's going to have it down near the 42-yard line before he is wrapped up. Burns up on the stop for Winterboro along with Hale that time.
Yeah, again, Wadley running. They're running right behind number 71, Beverly.
And again, playing tempo. And now we're going to get Fordham handing it off. The big fella, the fullback's got it, driving it down inside the 40, down to the 35-yard line. Angel with another carry, and right now it's just smash mouth football at a hurry-up pace.
Very hurry up. Number 55, Beverly, opened up that hole on that side.
Here are the Bulldogs from Wadley ready to go again. Fordham going to run it wide this time to Cameron. Tanner Cameron turns it upfield. He's got a big gain. He's inside the 30, down inside the 25, and near the 20-yard line goes Tanner Cameron.
Yeah, great run by Cameron. And, of course, you know, the big block by number 71, Elijah Beverly.
So Wadley just hurry up and go, running out of the Wishbone set here against Winterboro right now. And they have no answer for stopping it. That's Angel again right up the gut. And this time he's going to be pulled down. Saw Wheeler on the back of the pile just hanging on for dear life. And Roger Burns was in there as well for the Winterboro Bulldogs, along with 56, I think, was the other player involved who we don't have on our roster. So 2nd down and about 5 now for Wadley. Down deep in Winterboro territory. Wishbone set Fordham. Now we got a penalty flag as the handoff was to none, but we're going to have a penalty. And that'll be procedure on Wadley to slow down that drive. They weren't quite set. They were going so fast that time.
Hey, they're moving right along. That's 3 penalties for Wadley.
And that'll back them up, make it 2nd down and 11 from out at the Winterboro 22-yard line for the Wadley Bulldogs.
This is the fastest offense I've ever seen.
Fastest Wishbone I've ever seen.
Wow.
6:40 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Fordham now. Going to take it, going to fake it. No, it's going to hand it off, and that'll be Sebastian Owens with the football. Has a nice gain. It'll be 3rd down and manageable coming up for the Wadley Bulldogs. Yeah, tackle made by 58 that time for Winterboro, whom I don't have.
Big hole by Chaz Harmon. They're just opening up some hellacious holes, Grady.
And it's 3rd and 5 now for the Wadley Bulldogs. They'll put 2 wideouts outside the tackles this time. Here's Fordham running that option. Options it out. He's got Nunn out on the outside. Nunn with a big hole. And Nunn's going to have it 1st and goal for the Wadley Bulldogs inside the 5 down near the 3-yard line. Brody Ham makes the stop, but it again is all Wadley.
Yep, Wadley just taking the ball. Number 26 throwing a nice block for his running back. And Wadley's on the move.
Full Wishbone set again for the Bulldogs. Handed up the middle. Cameron has got his 2nd score of the night as he goes in untouched. And Wadley all over Winterboro now, 24-0.
Nothing fancy, Grady, just running right behind you, right guard and tackle. Straight up the pike for the touchdown.
Easy peasy, as they say, for this Wadley offense right now.
Yeah, they're really dominating the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
I mean, every player I call off on that line is just making some hellacious holes. That running back's just got his pick.
So Fordham will have in the backfield behind him Nunn, and they'll run that wild-looking 2-point conversion formation that has worked twice. Here's that little shuttle pass over to Angel. Spins, falls forward, and no good this time as Winterboro comes up with a big stop. Hale puts him on the ground, but the Bulldogs from Wadley, they lead it here big in the 2nd quarter on the Friday Night Network High School Game of the Week.
Hi, everybody. Eli Gold here, and we are celebrating at Town & Country Ford. The numbers are in, and Ford is again America's best-selling brand and the #1 selling vehicle for 40 years, the Ford F-150, and we've got a ton of them from which you can choose. The highest owner loyalty of any brand is what makes Ford happen, and Town & Country Ford's people are what make the dealership happen. People and selection. You can't beat it. Town and Country Ford, Bessemer, and Pell City.
Stadium at Winterboro High School, where the visiting Bulldogs not being very nice guests. They lead this one 24-0 over Winterboro. Other action going on around the area. Hoax Bluff leads Anniston 13-0. Tallahassee leads over at 14-7 over in Tallahassee. Munford is shutting out Childersburg 14-0. Hoax Bluff 13-0 over Anniston. Oxford shutting out Pell City 12-0. Jacksonville leads White Plains 14-7. Central Clay County up 6-0 over Sylacauga. Welborn leading Glencoe 6-0. Gunnersville still showing 14-0 over Alexandria. And getting on down, Hanley leads Dadeville 7-0. Beauregard big over Cleveland County 34-6. Randolph County 21-7 over Weaver, as we are ball in the air for Winterboro, and that's going to be Ham with it, trying to come back out, cuts it upfield across the 30, slips the tackle out to the 35-yard line, and he'll be down right there. Messer on the stop there for Wadley. He combines there along with Justin Flugen.
Hale trying to get some hard yardage there, but nice little run.
Talladega still trails Valley 7-0. That game in the second quarter as well. 1st and 10 for Winterboro. They'll be out at their own 35 this time. Best starting field position of the night. But they're down big right now to this visiting Wadley football team. Dobbins and Brown will set up again in the backfield for the Winterboro Bulldogs. Going to hand it to Brown, looking for room over on that right side. Finds a little. Lunges head maybe to the 37-yard line or so. That's going to be about it before he is shut down. The interior of the line that time for Wadley, combining on the stop. Tanner Ogilvy in there. And also in on the stop was number 67 for Wadley. Or actually, maybe that was 62.
Yeah, number 55, Garrett for Wadley. For Winterboro, opening up a nice little block for his running back.
Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7 for the Winterboro Bulldogs. Just trying to find something offensively to hang their hat on right now. And they found the going tough so far. Dobbins going to drop back, looks to put it in the air, got some time, fires it out, got a man complete across the 40, and Fordham with the shoulder pad tackle. And now we're going to get some pushing and shoving after the play. And officials quickly separate the two. Sean Vincent was the receiver who was slung to the ground by Fordham. Got to the 42-yard line. It's 3rd down, and call it 3 yards to go for Winterboro.
Nice little pitch and catch. They're trying to open up something with the pass because the run's just not having any luck right now, Grady.
Appreciate First Bank of Alabama as our second quarter sponsor. First Bank of Alabama welcoming our new customers from Randolph County. 3rd and short now for Winterboro. Here is Dobbins dropping back. Got some time. Fires it out in the flat. Got a man diving attempt. Cannot bring it in as the pass was there. It was open, but unable to haul it in were the Winterboro Bulldogs. So it's 4th down and 3, and decision time right now for Coach Allen Beckett. And officials are going to call a timeout, and it looks like they're going to call captains from both teams over. And I want to talk about the pushing and shoving. And, of course, Matt Caldwell doing a good job. That's a good thing to do when you kind of start to see it get a little chippy out there.
Stop it early. Never hurts to call it.
All right, get them straightened out now.
So the captains shake hands, and we're ready to play football again. It's 4th down now for Winterboro. And let's see, they got John Wheeler out there. I don't think they're going to have any envisions of punting or going for it here in their own territory. I think they're going to punt and play a little defense. For Wadley this time, dropping back deep to receive the kick is Birdsong. Wheeler will kick it away, gets it, wash, and it's blocked. Blocked by the Wadley Bulldogs. Scoop it up and return it down the field. And I think that was Messer who got in to block the kick. And here comes Wadley yet again.
As you see here on instant replay, Wadley brings the crowd. Messer pops the kick down. Big number 60, Chaz Harmon. We've called his name a lot tonight. Scoops up the play.
Lineman's dream, right? Running with the football. And here come the Wadley Bulldogs now with 3:49 to go in the second quarter. Go back to the wishbone another time. Fordham has got Angel, Cameron, and Nunn in the backfield. It's going to be Cameron who gets it, goes right straight ahead, and he's going to have a gain down inside the 10, down to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Wheeler on the stop that time for Winterboro.
Again, Wadley's just kind of opening up some holes. There's just no reason to stray away from your running game when it's working so effectively.
Second down now. And call it 6. They'll give him 4 yards, and this time it's going to be Nunn on the carry. He finds a hole, slips through there, powers his way down. Touchdown, Wadley. 2 plays that time for the Wadley Bulldogs to cash in the block punt, and they lead it 30-0.
Again, as you see right here on this replay, Chaz Harmon up on the line of scrimmage, opening up a hole. Number 7, Nunn, strolls into the end zone. Makes it look easy, don't they, Grady?
They really do, Brandon. They are just dominating the line of scrimmage on both sides of the football, and now Nunn will come on to attempt the first extra point of the night for Wadley. They've gone for 2 in all the previous scores. He kicks it up, and that is going to be right down the heart. Wadley leads it 31-0 here on the Friday Night Network Game of the Week.
Forsyth Builders are passionate about what they do. A full-service contracting firm, Forsyth handles a variety of jobs, including industrial, commercial, renovations, and new construction. Forsyth has become a leader in construction management and has constructed or made additions on a number of area businesses like Noble Bank and ABS Business Systems, additions to Anniston's Country Club and FNN Bank.
Remember to make Forsyth Building Company your first choice for quality construction.
Life happens everywhere. Like it never even happened, only happens here. The cleanup and restoration specialists at ServPro.
Ball is in the air, a little pooch kick this time, and trouble fielding it, and just going to fall on it wisely up just short of the 35-yard line. Are the Winterboro Bulldogs, so they'll have it first down and 10. Sean Vincent able to follow that football and keep any kind of a disaster from happening there for Winterboro on the kickoff. Now the Bulldogs of Winterboro will have it and try to see if they can get anything going at all against this Wadley defense. They haven't been able to so far in this entire first half. It has been as dominant a performance by a football team as we've seen this season.
It has, Grady, but but Winterboro's got to find what's working, and it seems like the pass works, the run's not, so we'll see.
Dobbins going to hand it off. That's Brown hitting the backfield first, popped again, and manages to stay on his feet and go forward for at least a positive gain. Maybe gets a half yard, and that's going to be about it. As Fordham and company right there to stack it up off the bottom of the pile that time for Wadley. That is number 54, and that is Luke Freeman that time leading the charge.
Yeah, Luke Freeman, offensive. I mean, that's just they're just dominating the line of scrimmage. I mean, you can just pick a player.
So second down, call it 9. They give him forward progress out to the 36-yard line. So really call it a couple of yards. Second down and 8 coming up for Winterboro as we are late in this second quarter of action here from Winterboro tonight.
Has Winterboro got a first down yet, Grady?
I don't think so. Here's the give. Hale's got it around in, lowers the head, and he's going to barrel his way out to about the 40. Tackle made that time for Wadley by number 11, Chris Brown.
Chris Brown's been all over the place tonight. They got some heat seekers. Wherever the ball goes, he goes.
3rd and 4 now for Winterboro. Can they get that first down and keep the drive alive and keep the ball out of the hands of the Wadley Bulldogs? Remember, Wadley will get it to start the third quarter tonight because they deferred their option after winning the coin toss.
What do you do if you're Winterboro?
Do everything you can to hang on to the football right now. Taking their time in the huddle. Now they'll break it and move it up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 4 for Dobbins and company. And he's going to hand it off, and this is Hale straight ahead, and he's going to be just shy of his first down, I think. Will depend on the spot. Messer up there to make the hit, along with number 22, Angel, for Wadley, and it is indeed going to be just across the 44-yard line. Winterboro's got a first down here late in the second quarter.
All right. Finally, the offensive line, number 68, opened up a nice little hole and was able for his running back to pick up the first down.
It's a dominant performance by Wadley here. It's also a dominant performance over in Wedowee as Randolph County leads the Weaver Bearcats 28-7 in that one. Dobbins takes the snap, give it to Brown, coming around right end. He is going to be submarined. Has got a nice gain again. That tackle is going to be made by 11 Brown for Wadley.
Christopher Brown, he's everywhere. Just making a nice open field tackle. No answer for Winterboro right now.
They make the gain of 3, though, or actually make that a gain of 4. Second down and 6 now for the Winterboro Bulldogs, as they've got a little something going here late in the quarter. Dobbins takes the hand, going to give the handoff to Brown again. This time he's not going to get anything. He's going to be hit right in the backfield. And now we've got a penalty flag coming in late. And so may have had a little extracurricular activity there on Christian Reeves after the tackle. Let's see what the call is here. That's going to be a face mask they call on the tackle. Face mask is the call, personal foul. So move that ball across midfield. And that's going to put it into Wadley territory at the 37-yard line.
2 first downs down.
Results in the first down.
28 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Winterboro on a sprint up to the line. They were all the way back across midfield for the huddle. So 1st and 10, their first possession inside Wadley territory of the night. Dobbins loses the football, bounces right back in his hands, sets up, he's buried back across midfield. As that time the Wadley defense gets there, Chris Hodges leads a host of tacklers, and Dobbins is just buried back across midfield inside Winterboro
Got instant
territory.
replay here. Dobbins kind of takes the snap, and Hodges, the first man in there, and nowhere to go. Can't have that right here.
Nope. Got a timeout on the field taken by Winterboro. We'll take it as well. Wadley up big here in the Friday Night Network Game of the Week.
Hey, this is Coach Chris from Professional Apothecary, and we're your hometown team.
We take care of all your pharmacy and medical equipment needs.
When it comes to medical supplies, the team at Professional Apothecary has the winning game plan. Everything from mobility needs to home and portable oxygen, CPAP equipment and supplies, easy lift chairs, and doctor comfort shoes.
And we have all of your over-the-counter needs. Come see us at Professional Apothecary.
Located on North Street, just off the square, on Facebook and online at proapo.com.
So Winterboro, after the timeout, they'll have it second down and a country mile as they got the ball back at their own 49-yard line. Here's Dobbins, drops back, stands up, pressured. He's going to be hit, and he's going to be sacked and dropped again in the backfield again. That dominant Wadley defense just firing through there. That time it is number 54, Luke Freeman, who makes the sack, and Winterboro is going to take another timeout here late in this one. Winterboro Bulldogs trying to find a way to make it happen. Timeout on the field, Friday Night Network High School Game of the
Week. Are you searching for a broadband solution for your business? Do you want the latest fiber optic technology? So no matter what services you offer or what products you make, you will never have to sacrifice productivity. Get speed that's never decreased by high network demands with reliable, blazing fast uploads up to 10 gigabytes per second. Access that's faster and more reliable than cable or DSL. If you have a business in East Alabama, call us. M Squared Connections, 256-405-4311, or learn more at m2connections.com.
Barring a penalty, this will be the final play of the half. 3rd and 28 for Winterboro. They're going to dump it in the flat. Ball bounces incomplete, and that's how the first half will end. Dominant performance tonight by the Wadley Bulldogs. They lead at 31-0. By the way, an update up in Piedmont. Ohatchee has scored in that one, so narrowing the gap a little bit on Piedmont. Halftime coming up here on the Friday Night Network Game of the Week.
Your pet is an important part of your family that returns love and care unconditionally. And right now's the best time to think about your pet's care for the spring months ahead. Greenbrier Animal Clinic in Anniston has been taking care of pets in the Calhoun County area for over 3 decades. Call now and schedule your pet for their annual vaccinations, flea and tick treatment, or grooming. Dr. Bill Brom and Dr. Elizabeth Main ensure your pet always sees a vet. X-ray lab and the latest surgical facilities on site ensures quality health care. Greenbrier Animal Clinic. Warm hearts, treating cold noses.
What's behind the CA?
A world full of opportunities.
Where are you now? Where are you going?
Where do you want to be?
These are all important in determining your path in life.
More importantly, why be ordinary
when you can be extraordinary?
At Central Alabama Community College, you can be anything you wish to be.
Don't put your future on hold and don't settle for less than excellence.
We are Central Alabama Community College.
Central to you.
Central to your success.
When you're the boss, you need the right machines. The right machine is a new Kawasaki Mule Pro FXR side-by-side. Quality fit and finish, and all this cabin space. Maneuvers like you wouldn't believe. The new Kawasaki Mule Pro FXR, the strongest, 'cause I said so.
See the full line today at Talladega Cycle Sales on Highway 21 in Talladega or online at TalladegaCycleSales.com. Step into the offices of J. Britt Middlebrook, CPA, where you'll find professional one-on-one service for business and individual clients. In this ever-changing tax and economic climate, you can count on receiving the expert advice you need. J. Britt Middlebrook works hard to provide every client what they need to meet all deadlines. Tax season will be here soon. For all your accounting service needs, call or stop by at 1913 Berry Street in Oxford. That's J. Britt Middlebrook, CPA.
Since 1848, our bank has witnessed inventions that have changed the world. Conveniences such as the refrigerator, the light bulb, and the airplane were all created during the early days of our bank. VHS tapes, DVDs, smartphones, all invented while we were First National Bank of Talladega. Our name may have changed, but we have a rich history. First Bank of Alabama. We're still first, and so are you.
And welcome back to halftime here at Bulldog Stadium. And it's not a pretty sight if you're a fan of the Winterboro Bulldogs. 31-zip right now is your halftime score. Jim Jacobs from down in the production truck as Brandon Steele joins me from back up in the press box. And Brandon, unfortunately, it looks like all the games around the area that we thought were going to be important games have wound up being basically blowouts so far.
Yeah, I know it. We've been talking about the Weaver and Randolph County up on Weaver and Piedmont up on Ohatchee up at the Field of Champions. So, yeah, everything's kind of going as we kind of expected.
Right now, the Winterboro Bulldog Marching Band is out on the field. Why don't we take a listen in? with the Winterboro Marching Band here at halftime as the FNN Game of the Week continues. Right now, it's all Wadley Bulldogs. It's 31-0 at the half. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll go down on the field to join Grady Sapp and some special guests here when we continue.
Talladega County Exchange has 4 locations to serve hunters and farmers: Talladega, Midstate Co-op in Columbiana, and St. Clair Farmers Co-op in Pell City and Asheville. We have a huge selection of hunting supplies as well as feed, seed, fertilizer, and chemicals. Our Pell City store is a certified Hoyt dealer and archery center, while Columbiana has a full-line small engine repair shop. So come by our quality co-op stores today and check out our down-to-earth values. You'll be glad you did.
Welcome back to Town & Country Ford's Car Central.
Our top story, Town & Country's Pell City grand opening continues. Find grand opening specials at Bessemer and our brand new Pell City store. F-150s are up to $12,000 off. Buy one starting at $21,990. Fusions start at $17,990 and Escapes just $18,990.
Now that's a loaded lineup.
Big town selection, low country prices.
Town & Country Ford, Bessemer, and our brand new Pell City store.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Network High School Game of the Week from here in Winterboro. Grady Sapp now have moved down from the booth down to the sideline, and we're going to have some special guests on here at halftime. Jesse Gable, who is a teacher and the FBLA advisor here at Winterboro High School, joins us right now, and you guys have put together a project on seatbelt safety awareness. And Jesse, what impacted you to want to make this project?
Well, I mean, it was my own experience, really. See, I was hurt in an automobile accident when I was 19. And my injury was a result of not wearing a seatbelt. So, this is my 5th year teaching here, teaching the business classes and being the FBLA advisor, and I just decided it was time to share my story. And when I did that, the project just kind of sprung forth from that. So.
Was it difficult for you to share your experience?
It was. It was difficult, but it was necessary. And if even one person remembers to buckle their seatbelt because I shared my story, then it was definitely worth it.
Is that the impact you hope to have from this project?
The impact that I really hope to have from this project is I would like to see the upcoming commercial and the tagline that we come up with, which is "Click it, don't risk it." I would like to see that become a statewide seatbelt safety campaign.
All right, let's take a look at the seatbelt safety awareness PSA.
All right, what's your name?
All right, welcome back here to Winterboro High School. We're now joined by Tess Head, who is the treasurer of the FBLA. And Tess, you were a part of the class that worked on the project. What was the question that drove your class's research, and what was the process of creating a product to raise awareness for seatbelt safety?
Well, going into this project, the question that drove our project, which we like to call the driving question, was how can we raise awareness, seatbelt awareness around the community? So going into this project, we looked at a lot of different aspects. We obviously had the guest speakers and class activities, but we wanted to go a step further. Mr. Gable in our class wanted to go deeper. So that's when we thought of a way to reach out to the community, and that's when we thought of the commercial and the seatbelt project and bracelets. So a lot of thought and a lot of effort went into this, and we just wanted this to be a project that really got out there, and because we've all had those experiences in our life that have made a dent in our everyday lifestyle, but we wanted this to be the kind of project that when we walked out, when we graduated, we were still looking at those people smiling, and 4 years later we were still seeing those people wearing bracelets, and we still wanted people to know what we did. We're still from this small school, but in the end we wanted it to go further than that. We wanted to reach out to the community, and we wanted to make the impact that we had the chance.
Well, Tess, thank you very much, and it's a great project. We'll get Andra Lawson in here. He is the president of FBLA, and I understand now that you wrote and produced an original piece of music for this commercial. Talk about that process for us.
Yes, sir, that is correct. I was in charge of the music production. When I looked at how our music really needed to be for the video, I used the same vision process that the video had. I looked at the emotional standpoint for not only everyone that's going to see the video, but us as the FBLA officers, as well as Mr. Gable. But I also wanted to make sure that it was not to the point to where it focused more on the emotional standpoint, but actually had a specific enlightenment to it as well, which is why I mixed it with a more upbeat type of format, which honestly balances perfectly with the emotional and enlightening standpoint.
Outstanding. Very good. All right. We're going to bring in now Alea Pody, who is the vice president of FBLA. And Alea, you guys partnered up with some businesses on the project. And what businesses and organizations did you partner with, and how have these business partnerships enhanced this project for you?
Well, we first started our project by partnering with First Bank of Alabama through Mr. Chip Moore, and that was for the support and ordering our bracelets. And then that partnership led to partnerships with Coast Valley Electric, Sycamore Credit Union, Callie's Kids, and the Winterboro Education Foundation. And it's important to partner with businesses because it gives a authenticity to our school projects, and it makes us feel like our work is worth more than just a grade.
Absolutely, and we've got one more guest here tonight. We're going to welcome in Jasmine Whiteside. She is the secretary of FLBA. And tell me, Jasmine, what did you like most about shooting the commercial for seatbelt awareness, safety awareness?
What I really liked the most was having the opportunity to bond with the other officers, because we're all in different grades, so we really don't get to bond with each other as much. But having to come together to create a commercial and encourage each other throughout the commercial really helped us bond a lot.
All right, well, thank you very much. We appreciate Jesse Gable and all of the students here from FLBA at Winterboro High School joining us tonight. It's an outstanding project, and we hope it does indeed save lives. We'll be back with more of the Friday Night Network High School Game of the Week coming up in a moment.
Life happens everywhere, like it never even happened only happens here. The cleanup and restoration specialists at ServPro.
Are you searching for a broadband solution for your business? Do you want the latest fiber optic technology? So no matter what services you offer or what products you make, you will never have to sacrifice productivity. Get speed that's never decreased by high network demands with reliable, blazing fast uploads up to 10 gigabytes per second. Access that's faster and more reliable than cable or DSL. If you have a business in East Alabama, call us. M Squared Connections, 256-405-4311, or learn more at m2connections.com.
Since 1848, our bank has witnessed inventions that have changed the world. Conveniences such as the refrigerator, the light bulb, and the airplane were all created during the early days of our bank. VHS tapes, DVDs, smartphones, all invented while we were First National Bank of Talladega. Our name may have changed, but we have a rich history. First Bank of Alabama. We're still first, and so are you.
Welcome back here to Winterboro High School. Grady Sapp, Brandon Steele, made my way back up in the booth, and what a great job by the FBLA students and Jesse Gable here on that PSA. They really did a nice job on the sidelines, too.
Oh, yeah, that was really great. Great calls, and you just can't say enough about buckling up and the safety that comes with it, because that does take a lot of lives when you don't.
Absolutely. So it's a very great, very worthy project here that they've worked on to put together at Winterboro. Wadley in town tonight for a little football, and it has been all Wadley in the first half. Why don't we take a look at the first half highlights?
Sounds good.
Quarterback is Fordham. Fordham's going to drop back, going to put it in the air, got a man complete. Out across midfield, stays on his feet, just lowers the head and bulldozing his way inside the 35 all the way down. 5 to go. Here's Fordham, fake it, now give it, and met in the backfield and destroyed. A big hit that time by Caleb Hale. Let's take a look at that. Wow. What a play. For Wadley now back at the Winterboro 30-yard line. They've got about 9 to go. Here is Fordham rolling back, got pressure, going to be hit and sacked. Tries to throw it away after he's already on the ground. Ran as the outright formation and right up the gut. Big hole opened up, spins off a tackle, and look at this. Touchdown, Wadley. I don't think he was down. The officials are going to say... The score missed the point after attempt, did the Piedmont Bulldogs. Here the Wadley Bulldogs looking at 1st and goal. Fordham going to toss it and cutting it right up. Easy touchdown for the Wadley Bulldogs, taking it in. It'll be Fordham in the backfield at quarterback. And firing it out, intercepted by Winterboro. Gets it right back, he's going to be hit and throws it out of the end zone. And I think we're going to have he's reaching in the pocket. Safety, yes indeed. It is going to be a safety for the Wadley Bulldogs. Motion out of the wing, and it's going to be Fordham keeping it on the option. Hit from behind now, options it out late. What a play by Fordham, running the option to perfection and diving. Touchdown, Wadley. All the way over to the left. This time they're going to run the option. Fordham keeps it, now fires it. Got a man wide open in the back of the end zone. A 2-point conversion for the Bulldogs. Handed up the middle. Cameron has got his second score of the night as he goes in untouched. And Wadley, Wadley this time, dropping back deep to receive the kick is Birdsong. Wheeler will kick it away, gets it, wash, and it's blocked. Blocked by the Wadley Bulldogs. Scoop it up and return it down the field, and I think that was 6. They'll give him 4 yards, and this time it's going to be none on the carry. He finds a hole, slips through there, powers his way down. Touchdown, Wadley. 2 plays that time for the Wadley Bulldogs to cash in the block punt inside Wadley territory of the night. Dobbins loses the football, bounces right back in his hands, sets up, he's buried back across midfield as they got the ball back at their own 49-yard line. Here's Dobbins, drops back, stands up, pressured, he's going to be hit, and he's going to be sacked and dropped again in the backfield. All right, your first half highlights complete, and both teams hoping to make some highlights here in half number 2. Wadley will get the ball to start the second half by virtue of having won the toss and deferred their option. Caleb Hale will kick it deep, and he's got none, and Drake back deep for Wadley. And again, we're going to have a penalty flag, and again, Winterboro a little too fast leaving the line, so that's going to back them up 5 and give Wadley an opportunity for even a little better field position.
They're just not having any luck, are they, Grady?
Nope. 2 penalties on the kick tonight for Winterboro. That was one after a safety, and now this one here to start the third quarter. So Winterboro will be backed up to the 35, and Wadley will creep a little closer. Messer is back deep. Also back there, Tanner Cameron, and you got Cordarius Drake back there as well, and Carry-On Birdsong. All some talent and fast guys all over the field there for Wadley to return the kick.
You think we'll see a return back for a touchdown at some point in time during this game?
It might have to be here.
That's right.
Caleb Hale ready to attempt it again. And he kicks a line drive that's going to be fielded by Messer back at the 16. Here comes Messer right back up the middle of the field, straight ahead. And he's going to be hit and dropped as he gets out to the 45-yard line. As it was a big hit put on him that time by Brody Ham for Winterboro, but Wadley with great starting field position to begin the third quarter.
Messer showing his speed. Boy, Wadley's got some really good field position starting at the 45-yard line.
That's actually bad field position for them tonight. I think the worst has been the 42, so they're having to start on their own side of the 50. That's tough sledding for the Wadley Bulldogs. Here is Fordham going to hand it right up the middle to Cameron, and he's got a big hole. He's inside Winterboro territory down to the 47-yard line, about a yard or so short of his first down.
Again, Cameron just running behind that big, huge offensive line, opening up some holes. He can take his pick.
Trevor Cameron with a big night so far for the Wadley Bulldogs. Here they go. They've kind of slowed the pace a little bit. They're not running the hurry-up wishbone right now. Again, that's a first for me. I've never seen the hurry-up wishbone.
The first time.
First time for everything, they say. Here is Fordham, going to swing it out on the toss. And here comes Nunn off of a left tackle, and he's got his first down. 1st and 10 for the Wadley Bulldogs. Marquez Curry comes up to make the stop for Winterboro that time.
Garrett, number 50, opening up a nice hole for Nunn again. This Wadley offensive line is ferocious.
They have been indeed. That power running game has worked all night long. 1st and 10 now down at the 42 of Winterboro. Straight up the middle to Angel this time. He's going to have it inside the 40 down near the 37, 36-yard line as the tackle made that time by John Wheeler. 2nd down. They'll mark it at the 46. Call it a gain of 6, 2nd and 4 for Wadley.
55. Malachi Beverly opening up a nice hole.
Halftime score down in Wedowee. Randolph County 41-7 over Weaver.
Dang.
Here's Fordham handing it off, and that's Nunn. Spins off the first hit, and he's going to be stacked up and dropped right there at the 35. So very short sledding that time, as got a Winterboro player who was down. Curry was in on that stop with a couple of other Winterboro players, and one of those involved in the tackle is down on the field right now, and I believe that is Brown, number 22, who is the injured Winterboro Bulldog. Javian Brown is down on the 35, so we'll take a timeout. We're back with more of the Friday Night Network High School Game of the Week coming up.
Hey, this is Coach Chris from Professional Apothecary, and we're your hometown team.
We take care of all your pharmacy and medical equipment needs.
When it comes to medical supplies, the team at Professional Apothecary has the winning game plan. Everything from mobility needs to home and portable oxygen, CPAP equipment and supplies, easy lift chairs, and doctor comfort shoes.
And we have all of your over-the-counter needs. Come see us at Professional Apothecary.
Located on North Street, just off the square, on Facebook and online at proapo.com.
Javian Brown able to walk off the field under his own power, looking at a shoulder for that young man. He was injured on that tackle, so it'll be Third down now, and call it 3 yards to go for Wadley down at the Winterboro 35-yard line. This play gets ready to resume. Still will be that wishbone set for Wadley with one wide out split to the right side. And here comes Winterboro across the line. Hard count that time by Fordham. Gets the easy first down for the Bulldogs from Wadley. Oh, they're going to call procedure.
Dead ball. False start. On the white. Replay third down.
Saw the hard count and thought that it was on Winterboro. But
yeah, I did too. I didn't see anybody flinch, but that's 4 penalties for Wadley.
May have actually got Fordham. Maybe he bobbed a little bit on the hard count. Not sure. But as it is, third down and a little longer now. Third down and 8 here for the Bulldogs. Here's Fordham. Fake it to Angel. Toss it out to Cameron, and he's got an open field. Breaks a tackle. He is gone. Touchdown, Wadley. As we got a flag, though, blocking the back. I saw that one downfield, so this one is going to come back, and I don't even really think it was necessary. And that's going to negate a touchdown run there by Trevor Cameron.
It was a great run by Trevor Cameron. As you can see on the replay, he broke to the outside. Nothing but open field. Some arm tackling, but you can see the block in the back right there on number 6.
Yeah, I blocked John Wheeler in the back, and really Wheeler wasn't going to make that stop.
No,
but
it's a penalty, but
it is a first down, nevertheless, for Wadley. It'll move them back to the 20-yard line rather than putting 6 on the board. So for the moment, a defensive break for Winterboro there.
And they need a few.
Yeah, they do. Have not found a way to shut this Wadley offense down tonight, as Wadley's pretty well ran roughshod over Winterboro all night long, and the Bulldogs from Wadley looking to continue that momentum. 1st and 10. Give it to Cameron right up the middle. Going to be tripped up as he comes through the line. Has a nice little gain, though. John Wheeler makes the stop for Winterboro. 2nd down.
Charles Harmon, number 60 for Wadley. Opened up a nice hole.
Call it a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. A ball marked at the 16 of the Winterboro Bulldogs as we go under 9 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. Wadley took that opening kickoff here in the 3rd quarter. They have marched it steadily downfield, all on the ground, and they'll keep it there now with Messer. Breaks a tackle up the middle, and he's going to be caught and dropped down at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal coming up for Wadley. Sean Vincent with the touchdown saving stop.
Messer just taking the handoff and running behind big number 60, Chaz Harmon again. Enough for the first down.
So Wadley looking to move to 7-0 on the season. Winterboro looking like they're going to drop their 3rd consecutive game here, this one tonight at home. Wishbone set for Fordham. Hand it to Messer again, running off the right side. Slips a tackle, touchdown. Wadley, they lead it 38 or 37-0.
You see on instant replay, Messer just taking it right to the right side. Up behind number 60, Chaz Harmon again. Easy score, Grady.
And that's really been the keys that you've been pointing out. The holes are enormous because of the dominance of this offensive line.
Yeah, every one of them. Chaz Harmon, Beverly, Welsh, Reeves, you just name them. They're opening up their holes, doing their job on the line of scrimmage.
Darius Nunn going to be on for the extra point, but we got a flag before the kick. Offsides is the call against Winterboro. And that kick was missed by Nunn, but he'll get to spot it a little closer, and they may decline that. And they do. So Nunn will have a chance to try to kick that one a little better as he missed that one.
See one of our sponsors down there, Coosa Valley Electric.
They're going to run the fake, trying to throw it back to Nunn. We've got a penalty flag, and I'm not sure what that was.
Look like one of them plays LSU pulls, throws the ball from the...
No flag.
Dead at the spot.
Dead at the spot. So that one is no good. 37-0 remains our score here on the Friday Night Network High School Game of the Week.
Talladega County Exchange has 4 locations to serve hunters and farmers: Talladega, Midstate Co-op in Columbiana, and St. Clair Farmers Co-op in Pell City and Asheville. We have a huge selection of hunting supplies as well as feed, seed, fertilizer, and chemicals. Our Pell City store is a certified Hoyt dealer and archery center, while Columbiana has a full-line small engine repair shop. So come by our quality co-op stores today and check out our down-to-earth values. You'll be glad you did.
Wadley set to kick it off once again here after adding another touchdown as they are dominating Winterboro tonight. On to kick it deep, that'll be Aaron Reeves, number 76 for the Wadley Bulldogs. And there is the kick, high end over end kick. Hale will drift over and grab that around his own 12-yard line. Coming back to the near side now, back up the middle, and he's going to be stonewalled and dropped as he's short of the 25-yard line. As it'll be 1st and 10 for Winterboro there. As making the stop that time for Wadley was number 51, Christian Reeves.
Just a fast team all the way around.
Yep. Scores from around the area. Piedmont leads it over Ohatchee 20-6 at the half. Tallahassee on top of Leeds 22-7 at the half. Oaks Bluff all over Anniston 28-0 at the half. Munford 21-7 over Childersburg in the third quarter. Welborn 20-7 over Glencoe. Hanley going to get their first win of the year, it looks like, 33-6 at the half over Dadeville. Central Clay County doubling up Sylacauga 28-14 at the half. And Oxford shutting out Pell City 25-0 at the half. 24-14, Jacksonville leads White Plains at the half. Here's Dobbins for Winterboro, drop it off. And he's got his man complete and not going to be able to slip the tackle, have a short gain there. Good open field stop that time after the catch for Winterboro. Making the stop was Brown once again on defense.
Nice job by Winterboro, just doing something simple there with a little pitch and catch. From Dobbins to number 3. Got to do something because the run's not working.
Valley continues to lead Talladega 7-0 at the half. Sacks over Aniana 22-0. As we said earlier, Randolph County all over Weaver tonight, 41-7 at the half. And the Yankees and the Astros knotted up at 0, bottom of the 5th in Game 6 of the American League Championship Series. Dobbins going to hand it off. That's Hale. Got a little bit of room, and he stumbles his way across the 30 out near the 33-yard line. He'll be tripped up and put down there. Number 15, Kales Bennett on the stop for Wadley. 3rd down and short coming up for Winterboro.
Yeah, Roger Burns, number 73 for Winterboro. Open up a nice little hole there.
Got to get it to the 35-yard line. They've got it to the 34, so 3rd down and a yard for Winterboro. Trying to put something together, and they started to move the ball a little bit just before halftime there, so we'll see if they can sustain a drive here against this tough Wadley defense.
And they are tough.
3rd and a yard now. Here's Dobbins. Got Hale in the backfield. Turn, give it to Hale. Hit in the backfield and drop for a loss. Going to lose at least a yard, maybe 2, as knifing through was Messer that time for Wadley to make the stop.
Yeah, Messer and Hodges just read that play out, and nowhere for number 24. Caleb Hale to go.
Loses a yard back to the 33, so it's 4th down and 2 in decision time right now for Winterboro.
Better kick.
It looks like they're going to leave the offense on and throw caution to the wind here, down 37-0. Going to go ahead and go for it. Dobbins will stay in the ball game. Nope, they've got Wheeler on to punt it, but Dobbins is up. Let's see if they do any kind of trickery here. And the snap is high. Wheeler backs up, gets it. And a little rugby-style kick that's going to prove effective. It's going to hit and roll dead down in Wadley territory at the 35-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the visiting Bulldogs from there as they continue their dominance here tonight over the homestanding Winterboro Bulldogs.
Hey, look, barbecue balls, mobile catering. They will come to you.
5:48 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And we want to thank our 3rd quarter sponsor tonight. That is Coosa Valley Electric Co-op. And we appreciate Coosa Valley Electric Co-op for being our 3rd quarter sponsor here in Winterboro tonight. Wadley ready to resume action here from their own 35. Wishbone set behind Fordham once again for the Wadley Bulldogs. Attorney's going to hand it to Cameron right up the middle. Trevor Cameron bulls his way across the 45 out near the 47-yard line. Taken down there by Curry for Winterboro, and it'll be another Wadley Bulldog 1st and 10.
Yeah, again, Trevor Cameron running behind big number 60, Chaz Harmon, opening up a nice hole.
Well, that's one thing about the Wishbone offense. You can run it, hurry up, as we've seen Wadley do tonight. Again, first time I've ever seen that, but you can also slow it down, take your time, and grind the clock down if you want to. Give it to Angel this time, right up the middle. Big fella into Winterboro territory to the 44. Another 1st and 10 for the Wadley Bulldogs.
Should we call his name again?
Why
We
not?
will. Chaz Harmon opening up a nice hole.
Having himself a night, isn't he?
He is. He is dominating the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 1 for Wadley. They mark him at the 44, yards short of the needed yardage. Wishbone set. Fordham going to hand it, and right up the middle. Should have his first down. Only about a yard that time, as a better job by the Winterboro defense getting Caleb Bennett to the ground. Now Owens will check in for Wadley. Big number 37, Sebastian Owens.
Looks like Wadley's just content taking their time, trying to milk the clock. No need to be in a hurry.
Here is Fordham. Handed off to Messer. Got a big hole again. Right side, spins up the middle, and got another nice gain on first down. Curry with another tackle for Winterboro.
Messer's having him a pretty good night, too. Him and Cameron for Wadley.
Yeah. Little guy. Gets it done, though, doesn't he?
He does. Fiery. Fast.
2nd down now for Wadley. Gain of 6 on first down. 2nd down and 4 coming up.
The only hiccup I've really seen Wadley do was interception in the first half.
Yeah, they haven't made very many mistakes tonight at all on either side of the football. Give to Messer, running right again, another big hole. Messer spins down as he is popped as he gets inside the 30 down near the 29-yard line. Wheeler and company on the stop there for Winterboro, and it's another 1st and 10 for Wadley.
That's a run behind Robert Abney, number 66 this time.
Piedmont has tacked on another touchdown early in the 3rd. They lead at 28-6 now over Ohatchee.
My upset's not going right, Grady.
No, it hadn't really worked out for you tonight. Fordham give it this time to Nunn. Dancing around through the middle, break and tackle, spins out, and Nunn off to the races. Does he get there? He does. Touchdown, Wadley. Taking it in is Nunn on the carry that time.
Look at this on the replay. Nunn just breaking tackles left and right, just busting down the sideline, spinning them all the way to the end zone. Great run by Kadarius Nunn,
Wadley
number 7.
just shredding this Winterboro
Wow.
defense. 2:44 to go here in the 3rd quarter, 43-0 for Wadley. And they will line up to attempt the extra point another time. Will the Wadley Bulldogs. Kick this time is up, and that one is good. Wadley leads it 44-0 late in the 3rd here on the Friday Night Network Game of the Week.
What's behind the CA?
A world full of opportunities.
Where are you now? Where are you going?
Where do you want to be?
These are all important in determining your path in life.
More importantly, why be ordinary
when you can be extraordinary?
At Central Alabama Community College, you can be anything you wish to be.
Don't put your future on hold and don't settle for less than excellence.
We are Central Alabama Community College.
Central to you.
Central to your success.
Are you searching for a broadband solution for your business? Do you want the latest fiber optic technology? So no matter what services you offer or what products you make, you will never have to sacrifice productivity. Get speed that's never decreased by high network demands with reliable, blazing fast uploads up to 10 gigabytes per second. Access that's faster and more reliable than cable or DSL. If you have a business in East Alabama, call us. M Squared Connections, 256-405-4311, or learn more at m2connections.com.
On the return that time for Winterboro. Follow the football on the initial catch, and we'll get a look at the replay, Brandon.
Yeah, Winterboro just kind of number 22.
Brown
just mishandled the catch there, and Wadley was all over him.
Yeah, just had nowhere to go once again. So here's Winterboro backed up again. They're on 15-yard line, trailing 44-0 here with 2:32 to go in the 3rd quarter. Have we said that tonight? Here's Winterboro backed up again deep in their own territory.
It's not been a good night for Winterboro.
Of course, remember, we will go side by side in the 4th when we take a commercial break. We'll also keep you right here at Bulldog Stadium. Here's Omar Dobbins dropping back, looks to put the ball in the air for Winterboro, fires it out, got a man complete, and that's Brown out across the 20 at the 21-yard line, so give him a gain of a quick 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4 coming up for Winterboro.
And that's what they need to do, the little quick passes. That seems to be working for them because the run is not there.
No, and you can't stand back in there very long and avoid the pass rush because Wadley's bringing it.
But Brown seems to be getting open quite regularly.
And Winterboro in no big hurry either. They're taking their time back in the huddle. And for Winterboro right now, you're just looking for anything positive that you can get a drive, some points here late in this football game just to have a little momentum for the final 2 weeks of the season. They had movement that time, but no flag thrown, and Dobbins, though, was thrown for a loss. As, again, in there is the Wadley defense. Messer was in on another tackle. Actually, at that time, make that number 70, not number 20. I'm just so used to Messer being involved in everything. That was Jonathan Freeman that time.
Yeah, Freeman just reading the play real good and nowhere for the quarterback Dobbins to go.
That'll bring up a 3rd down and long. 3rd and, let's call it 9. I call it about 8. They'll be back at the 19-yard line. 3rd and 8 for Winterboro now as we tick down toward a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. We'll have a live look in at Piedmont and Ohatchee after this play. Piedmont dominating up there 28-7 over the middle. Too tall, almost intercepted. Ball's incomplete. 4th down coming up for Winterboro. There's our live look in. Up in Piedmont as the Piedmont Bulldogs taking it to Ohatchee tonight, Brandon.
Yeah. That was my upset alert.
Yeah. Piedmont was alert. And they showed up. Hard to win up there at the Field of Champions. Hard to win against Piedmont anytime. So John Wheeler on to kick it away again. Drake is going to be back deep for Wadley. He's going to kick a nice kick this time. Drake going to drift under it at the 48-yard line. He's got open field, got a penalty flag. This one's coming back. But an impressive run by Drake down inside the 10. And he'll be all the way down to about the 7-yard line. And Brown makes the stop. A little bit slow to get up again. He was banged up with a shoulder earlier, but this penalty flag all the way back here at the Winterboro 44-yard line. So this one's coming back.
Yeah, you can see it on the instant replay. Drake running down the sideline there, but those penalties will kill you.
They will indeed, but at 44-0, I don't think Wadley's too concerned.
Yeah.
Blocking the back on the return, team. 1st down.
So Wadley will have it now back on their own side of midfield instead of having it 1st and goal.
That's 5 penalties for Wadley, but you know that'll be something that the coach will have something to gripe at him about come Monday.
I want to again thank our 3rd quarter sponsor, First Bank of Alabama. Or actually make that, Coosa Valley Electric Co-op, our 3rd quarter sponsor. So thank you very much to Coosa Valley Electric Co-op for presenting 3rd quarter action here to you. We're proud to have them on the Friday Night Network. Fordham going to hand it off. Nope, going to keep it himself. Running the option right. Gets a block here is Fordham. And he's going to skate out of bounds inside the 45 down near the 44-yard line.
We ain't really seen the quarterback run much tonight, but he scampered out of bounds right there down the sideline, picking up a few yards, getting a 1st down.
Make that the 43 for Fordham and the Bulldogs. 1st and 10 another time here for Wadley. Taking their time on the out-of-bounds play. Here is Fordham. He'll turn. He'll hand it off. That's Messer running with the football stuck up the middle that time. He took a lick as he stuck his head in there. And it's a big hit once again. We saw him with a big hit early in the game. That was Brody Ham.
Yeah, Brody Ham really laying the wood.
And that's going to do it for quarter number 3. It's all Wadley here tonight in Winterboro on the Friday Night Network Game of the Week.
Hey, this is Coach Chris from Professional Apothecary, and we're your hometown team.
We take care of all your pharmacy and medical equipment needs.
When it comes to medical supplies, the team at Professional Apothecary has the winning game plan. Everything from mobility needs to home and portable oxygen, CPAP equipment and supplies, easy lift chairs, and doctor comfort shoes.
And we have all of your over-the-counter needs. Come see us at Professional Apothecary.
Located on North Street, just off the square, on Facebook and online at proapo.com.
Since 1848, our bank has witnessed inventions that have changed the world. Conveniences such as the refrigerator, the light bulb, and the airplane were all created during the early days of our bank. VHS tapes, DVDs, smartphones, all invented while we were First National Bank of Talladega. Our name may have changed, but we have a rich history. First Bank of Alabama. We're still first, and so are you.
Second down now for the Wadley Bulldogs. Handed off, and that's Messer kind of hunting and pecking down to the 35-yard line. He just kind of glides down for about a 5-yard gain. Curry on the stop, third down and short. Third and a couple coming up for Wadley.
Messer getting a workout.
Yeah, he's ran the ball a lot here in the second half, hasn't he?
Yeah, it looks like they're kind of giving Cameron and Birdsall, all them a little rest.
Well, I think they've earned it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Randolph County up 47-7 now in that ball game. They have added another touchdown. Here is the give, this time to Owens. Sebastian Owens straight ahead inside the 30. He's got another 1st and 10 for Wadley, and that's going to be Curry with another stop. Lost his helmet. He'll have to check out for a play.
Big power run by Sebastian Owens and running Curry over right there and picking up some positive yardage.
So 1st down and 10. Wadley starts the fourth quarter just as they've done the entire game. Just really running it up the middle. Nothing fancy, just in-your-face smash mouth football. Our thanks to our fourth quarter sponsor tonight, that is Sycamore Federal Credit Union. Coming on board to help bring you the Winterboro and Wadley game. Thanks to Sycamore.
Love them credit unions.
Here's Sebastian Owens. Hit, spins, and gets a short gain. I say a short gain. It's going to be about 4 yards.
Yeah, Sebastian Owens just running behind that big offensive line. Like I said, you can pick your hole.
So Bohatchee has added a touchdown, and they trail 28-13 now up at Piedmont.
I predicted overtime on that one.
Here is Fordham running the option. He goes around left end, and he goes to the end zone. Touchdown, Wadley.
Awesome. We can look at it here on the instant replay. Fordham calling his own number all the way. Takes it around the left side. Nothing but green grass and the end zone, Grady.
Yeah, made it look easy, didn't he?
He did. I hadn't seen much of him running tonight, but in for the score.
So here is the extra point attempt coming up for Wadley, as they have changed kickers, and the last kick looked good, and that's another good one that's up. He may have hooked it, and he does. He hooks it. That was number 62 that time. Attempting the extra point, Justin Flugum, and the score will stay 50-0. Wadley leads it here on the Friday Night Network Game of the Week.
Life happens everywhere. Like it never even happened, only happens here. The cleanup and restoration specialists at ServPro.
Winterboro, where Wadley just continues to pile it on, if you will. And they are just all over Winterboro and have been from the start. They lead it here 50-0 tonight on the road, and just dismantling this Winterboro team. And Wadley will kick it off another time here. Got to be getting tired on the kickoffs. The legs got to be getting worn out. 10-14 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, number 76 there, Aaron Reeves doing the duties.
Here's the kick, and gets through everybody. Brown's going to have to drift back inside the 10 to pick that one up. Brings it back up the middle, slips as he tries to make a cut. Penalty flag comes in, and Brown goes down short of the 20-yard line. Wadley again with good special teams coverage downfield. Down to make the stop, 51, that's Christian Reeves as the flag flies.
Starting to see some good sportsmanship out there, helping each other up off the field. Always good to see that. And some dancing out there by the Wadley players. I'm really impressed with this Wadley team. Wow.
I am too. Don't know if anybody's got anything from Maplesville, but Wadley pretty darn good. And Wadley will take a timeout now. We'll take it as well. Coming back with more action here on the Friday Night Network Game of the Week.
Welcome back to Town & Country Ford's Car Central.
Our top story, Town & Country's Pell City grand opening continues. Find grand opening specials at Bessemer and our brand new Pell City store. F-150s are up to $12,000 off. Buy one starting at $21,990. Fusions start at $17,990. And Escapes just $18,990.
Now that's a loaded lineup.
Big town selection, low country prices.
Town & Country Ford, Bessemer, and our brand new Pell City store.
What's behind the CA?
A world full of opportunities.
Where are you now? Where are you going?
Where do you want to be?
These are all important in determining your path in life.
More importantly, why be ordinary
when you can be extraordinary?
At Central Alabama Community College, you can be anything you wish to be.
Don't put your future on hold and don't settle for less than excellence.
We are Central Alabama Community College.
Central to you.
Central to your success.
Your neighborhood Grub Mart is your one-stop shop for...
Dobbins with the pass out in the flat. It is complete to Brown. He's going to be out across the 15, gets all the way up to the 18-yard line, and that'll be good enough for a Winterboro first down and 10.
Dobbins to Brown seem to be the only thing that's working tonight.
Yeah, that has been the connection that has gained some yards for this Winterboro Bulldog offense as they continue just to try to put something positive together here as we work our way on through the fourth quarter. What's been a pretty fast-paced game considering we've got 50 points up on the board.
Yeah, it has been fast-paced. Of course, that's the high-speed offensive Wadley in their wishbone that you said you don't really see that much.
Well, I've never seen a hurry-up wishbone, but they run it to perfection, and they grind out some yardage and grind up some time as well. Dobbins going to hand it this time to Brown, looking for room in the middle, not going to find much there. He's driven back by the Wadley defense. Big fella in the middle. Reeves, good gracious.
See, that's why I don't know if anybody's watching this. That line is just dominating.
Personal foul penalty coming up against Wadley. And called a little unnecessary roughness.
Hey, whoa. Yes, from the end of the run.
And the officials discussing that. End of the run, 15-yard penalty. And that'll take it out to the Winterboro 34. Here's the call by Matt Caldwell.
You want to stay in this ball game? Personal foul. Results in the first down.
So apparently one of the...
You want to stay in this ball game?
Yeah,
I want to stay in it.
So that's how the officials take charge of the football game. You don't question the call.
No.
Here is Dobbins handed off on a little misdirection to Caleb Hale. Ball is out, and Wadley has it. The officials are going to say it is indeed a fumble, and the Bulldogs force the first turnover of the night by Winterboro.
Number 26, Tanner Libby.
And a little bit of an injury there on the play. Shaking it off there is Christian Reeves. He's going to hobble on off the field. And Wadley will have it once again, this time deep in Winterboro territory out at the 33.
When it rains, it pours.
It does indeed. So all Bulldogs all the time tonight. The ones wearing red and white.
Oh, we see some new faces out there. We got Miles Welsh on the offensive line for Wadley. See how good he can, if he can make some holes.
Yeah, see some clean jerseys, huh?
Yeah.
And we're going to have a new quarterback in for the Bulldogs as well. Taking over at the quarterback position will be Kerryon Birdsong. His first action at the quarterback. Angel still in there. Drops the football and just falls on it back at the 39-yard line does Birdsong. So loss of yardage. One of the few losses of yardage tonight by this Wadley team.
Yeah, but it's good to get up by 50 points and get some of your younger players some playing time.
Yep.
You might need them in the playoffs. face out there, number 74, Kyler Waldrop.
Here goes the play around and going to get a horse collar call coming up, I believe, as going around the end that time was Ladarius Eccles, his first run of the night, but I think we got a horse collar inside the pads there.
Yeah, he grabbed it, but he didn't bring him down by it, so that's what would constitute the horse collar, so we'll see.
Oh, they call it a face mask. Oh, I didn't see the face mask.
Yeah, I seen the horse collar.
Yeah, or non-horse collar, since he didn't bring him down.
Bring down.
Here we go.
Personal foul, face mask, on the defense, will result in a first down.
So that will take the ball all the way down to the Winterboro 15-yard line. And defensively, you don't need to give the Wadley Bulldogs any assistance at all. I don't care who's running the wishbone. They don't need any help tonight. Birdsong will turn. He'll hand it off and stumbling forward and losing the ball, but reaching out and grabbing it back was the back for Wadley. That is number 9, and that's Kadarius Zachary. I wonder if he might be of the Terrell Zachary lineage down there in Wadley.
Probably so.
Good genes in that family.
Yeah, there is.
Second down, call it about 5 to go for the Wadley Bulldogs. Wishbone set once again for Wadley. Handed off again and busting outside of Zachary and spun down. Hanging on for dear life out of on the end was John Wheeler and made a nice open field tackle.
Yeah, Zachary was trying to get loose there, but nowhere to go.
Gets him at the 9, 3rd down and 4 for Wadley. They're trying to cash in the Winterboro fumble from a few minutes ago.
Young kids look excited out there, probably getting their playing time.
Birdsong. And that was just all messed up as Winterboro came across. We'll see if they were drawn off.
Yeah, I think Wadley left a little early.
Half the distance, half the distance, half the
Defensive.
distance. Dead ball, encroachment. On the defense, results in a first down.
Ouch.
So that will be 1st and goal for Wadley now. Ball just inside the Winterboro 5-yard line. Birdsong will take the snap, and we get another whistle.
That might have been a false start.
Yep.
Half the distance, half the distance.
Oh.
Dead ball, encroachment. On the defense, still first down.
I'll give you one encroachment, but you can't keep doing it.
No, you really can't. Now here comes Wadley with wholesale changes, and now they're putting the first team back in. Wow.
Interesting.
Actually, they're lining up to kick the ball.
Huh.
Going to kick a field goal here. And that one is just over the crossbar and good as Wadley kicks a field goal on 1st and goal. We're back with more coming up on the Friday Night Network Game of the Week.
Your neighborhood Grub Mart is your one-stop shop for everything you need when you're on the go. Grub Mart features the best prices on Coke and Pepsi products and is home to the 99-cent bag of ice every day. And Grub Mart is your exclusive home for the popcorn bucket. Purchase yours for only $5.99 and then bring it in for free refills throughout the year. That's right, free popcorn for a full year. Your locally owned and operated Grub Mart, in business for over 75 years.
So Wadley elects to kick the field goal on 1st down and practice a little special teams action, and a nice classy move there by the Wadley Bulldogs.
It was. I mean, when you're up by 50 points, that's just wasn't expecting it, but that's a nice thing to do.
53-0, 4:49 remaining here in the football game as Wadley will kick it off again. And the man who just kicked the field goal, Justin Fulgham, will kick it deep for the Wadley Bulldogs.
Hey, we might make it back in time for me to get my popcorn bucket filled at Grub Mart.
We might do it. Here is Caleb Ham on the kickoff return, upended as he gets across the 35. Taken down there. Down again on special teams, Christian Reeves. Also down was Tanner Ogilvy as well.
Hey, Strickland Accounting and Tax Service. That's what I need.
Yeah, you do. You need an accounting and tax service, don't you?
I do. I got them condos down in Panama City.
Yeah.
That'd get me out of trouble. I've actually got some money at Sycamore Federal Credit Union, too.
Oh.
That's a nice place.
47-7, Randolph County leads it over Weaver into the third quarter. Here's Winterboro back on the attack. Hand it off, trying to break it outside, and a little bit of room. Biggest play of the night for the Winterboro Bulldogs, all the way out to midfield. And unfortunately, we don't have that young man's name, but he made a good run.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Broke to the outside. Winterboro throwing some good blocks. Good positive yardage. Picks up a first down.
Piedmont has scored again. They lead at 35-13 now over Ohatchee.
They're just killing my upset, Grady.
Yeah, they've pretty well taken that out.
Really,
Tallahassee now has extended it. They lead it over the Green Wave, 29-14.
Dang.
Welborn over Glencoe, 34-7. Munford up on Childersburg in the fourth, 28-7. Here is the give. Straight up the middle is Dobbins. Going to get a short gain, then he's going to be spun down after a couple. That's it. Gunnersville shutting out Alexandria 17-zip in the fourth quarter. Cherokee County 35-7 over Asheville. Central Clay County. Last time score we had was a halftime score, 28-14 over Sylacauga. Jacksonville has stretched it out to 34-14 over White Plains in the fourth. Hoax Bluff shutting out Anniston 34-0. TCC over Appalachian 44-8. 32-0 Oxford over Pell City. Here's the give, and stops short of the line of scrimmage is our nameless one, number 3. Sachs shutting out Aniana 30-0. Valley was leading Talladega at the half, 7-0 last score we had on that one.
I'd like to get that score. That's an interesting game.
Yeah, that sounds like a good one. Astros leading the Yankees 3-0. Yankees with runners at first and second in the sixth, though, trying to bounce back. Let's go Yankees.
Let's go Yankees.
Here is Dobbins.
Can't believe I said that.
Out of the shotgun, handing it off, bouncing it to the outside. Not going to get much. Wadley strings it out and takes Brody Ham down, and it'll be fourth down for Winterboro.
Cherokee County 21, Asheville 7, West Point 24, Good Hope 0. Fayette 28, Winfield 0.
Looks like Winterboro will line up and go for this one. They're at the 49-yard line of Wadley. As we have 1:44 and running here in the fourth quarter. I think they kept the clock going on that out-of-bounds play. Running clock here. Dobbins going to drop back, and he's going to be get away from it initially. Here's Dobbins still holding on to the football, and he's going to be taken down all the way back inside the 40 at the 37, and now Dobbins is hurt. And certainly Winterboro does not need that as Dobbins goes down. They're going to try to help him up quickly.
And your man made the tackle, Caden Messer. Messer, everywhere.
Huge loss, and you know that young Dobbins, first year playing quarterback for Winterboro, and he's just going to have to learn to get rid of the football.
He's probably trying to find Brown.
He was, yeah. Want to thank Sycamore Federal Credit Union for sponsoring the fourth quarter action here in Winterboro tonight. We certainly appreciate them being on board here.
Great credit union.
So 1st and 10 for Wadley. Kind of garbage time now to run this thing out.
You know, if you got money in the credit union, you can use any credit union.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. And I would think probably just going to take a knee here, will the Wadley Bulldogs. And they will. And just let the thing run down. Let's see how much time we've got left. 22 seconds. We'll not have to run another play. That's going to do it from here in Winterboro tonight. All Wadley as they dominate it and win it 53-0. Our final tonight. We're back to wrap things up coming up here on the Friday Night Network Game of the Week.
Daffron Auto Salvage in Pell City is where you'll find over 30 acres of automotive salvage, plus a warehouse full of quality parts for almost any need. Just call ahead and tell us what you're looking for. At Daffron Auto Salvage, you'll find it all. Engine parts, transmissions, rear ends, radiators, suspension, body parts, auto glass, even tires and wheels. You'll also get fast, friendly service. It's been that way since 1965. Don't pay too much for parts. Think used first. Daffron Auto Salvage, 793 Old Cold City Road in Pell City.
When you're the boss, you need the right machines. The right machine is the new Kawasaki Mule Pro FXR side-by-side. Quality fit and finish, and all this cabin space. Maneuvers like you wouldn't believe. The new Kawasaki Mule Pro FXR, the strongest, because I said so.
See the full line today at Talladega Cycle Sales on Highway 21 in Talladega or online at TalladegaCyclesales.com.
Are you searching for a broadband solution for your business? Do you want the latest fiber optic technology? So no matter what services you offer or what products you make, you will never have to sacrifice productivity. Get speed that's never decreased by high network demands with reliable, blazing fast uploads up to 10 gigabytes per second. Access that's faster and more reliable than cable or DSL. If you have a business in East Alabama, call us. M Squared Connections, 256-405-4311, or learn more at m2connections.com.
Griffin Laser Engraving in Lincoln is your authorized local dealer for personalized Yeti products. Get your Yeti customized for your team, a business, or a special event. Your color, graphics, even photos. At Griffin Laser Engraving, we make it the way you want it. Order just one or hundreds, and you'll find a full line of Yeti coolers and accessories on hand, even the hard-to-find items. Nationally recognized, but right here at home in Lincoln for quality awards, trophies, powder coating, and personalized Yeti items, Griffin Laser Engraving.
Hey, this is Coach Chris from Professional Apothecary, and we're your hometown team.
We take care of all your pharmacy and medical equipment needs.
When it comes to medical supplies, the team at Professional Apothecary has the winning game plan. Everything from mobility needs to home and portable oxygen, CPAP equipment and supplies, easy lift chairs, and doctor comfort shoes.
And we have all of your over-the-counter needs. Come see us at Professional Apothecary.
Located on North Street, just off the square, on Facebook and online at proapo.com.
Life happens everywhere. Like it never even happened, only happens here. The cleanup and restoration specialists at ServPro.
We welcome you back here to Winterboro, where it was all Wadley tonight, as you see a very dominating performance, Brandon, by the Wadley Bulldogs all over Winterboro from the outset tonight.
Yeah, there's not one thing you can point out in this one. It was just a great performance by Wadley on both sides of the ball.
Of course, want to remind you, coming up next week, we're going to be on the road over just outside of Birmingham in Leeds, a 4A Region 5 championship game. Munford winning handily tonight. Leeds losing right now. Big game, though, over in Leeds. Munford and Leeds next Friday night, 6:30 here on the Friday Night Network. And, of course, don't forget about our high school player of the week. Who will it be this week? That's what we're all wondering. Who's going to be the FNN player of the week? Last week, Raglan High School's Adam Sanders, our Week 7 player of the week, and he will join us on Tuesday night.
All right.
Looking forward to getting to talk with Mr. Sanders. And, of course, our guests coming up, Jonathan Beverly and also Brian Reed will be the coaches that we'll have on board. Allred, Brian Allred will be our coach guest over at Struts for the FNN Tuesday Night High School Football Coaches Show. That's going to do it tonight for us here from Winterboro High School. Again, Wadley dominates it and wins 53-0. For Jim Jacobs, our producer, for our camera crew, for my partner Brandon Steele, I'm Grady Sapp. Good night, everyone.